Hello, hello. I may look a bit different, but that doesn't change what's inside. Oh, look there. Doesn't change what's inside. I am still the same person. Still the same person at heart. Okay, let me post on Instagram real fast that I'm live. Paw prints. Paw prints. I'm hoping this doesn't contain any naughty stuff. But honestly, YouTube is pretty good about, like, giving leeway. So if there is, like, something really, really naughty, I'm gonna try my best to skip through it. I know, but here's 18 plus version if anyone's interested in going to play that themselves. This is not that type of channel. We do a bare, 18 beret line of tasteful booby shots and upskirt looks quickly. We don't do anything too bad. I know this game is pretty infamous for questionable ages and all that. The way I play all Ludi games, everyone is 18 plus in my mind. I don't care what the story is. I don't care what the maker of the story says. I don't give two flying felines. If I am playing and there are girls in relationships, unless the main character is the same age as the girls, because 16-year-olds and 16-year-olds have every right to be together. But to me, if I am playing the main character, since I am over 18, all the girlies I am romancing are over 18 too. Just laying that out there. I don't care how short they are. I don't even care what they tell me. They're lying. They're 18. I checked their ID. But I have no idea what to expect. I just know that this is a pretty popular game among certain people. I've seen Vanilla and Chocola, whatever her name is, fan art and figures and cosplays everywhere. Nope. I am in cosplay. This is from AliExpress. It is so cheaply made, but it works for what I'm trying. The wig is great. The wig is great. The wig is great. I didn't wear the little maid thing and actual ears because I have to wear a headset to hear, which works fine because I have a white headset. I can't even wear the apron. The dress fits fine other than the arm areas. The arm areas are so tight. Like, this little black ribbon is just like piercing my arms. The dress, way too big in the boob area, and I even have a puffy bra on. Like, this is not, I'm not touching my boobs. This is like fill-in. I had no idea this was popular. NEKOPARA or just... yeah, I'm guessing NEKOPARA. But, and then the dress itself, yeah, it's not tight. I had to make it so tight with like the little, like, makeshift corset in the back because the dress was so big on me. But the arms are really small, and then this apron they sent that she's wearing is also really small. Like, I had to put it on with like this much, and then it like would pop off if I would like bend down or sit down. And I was like, okay, they can't even see it, so I'm not wearing that. But also the little cuffs that like is like on their hands right here. But you can't see my mouse. On their hands right here. Horrible quality. I was like, I'm not wearing that. Y'all don't even see my hands that often. This was also way too big. So if I fall in love with this cosplay or like these characters, I'd probably just get some of these pieces remade. Like the bow's kind of meh. I got my little name tag. Oh, it's over here. Wait, over here. Over here. NEKOPARA, my bad. Sage, I think it's just popular in like the anime community for like girls who specifically like this kind of stuff, because I wouldn't say it's popular. It's well known, because there's a lot of girlies that I've talked to that are like, no, that game's bad. And, you know, I was hesitant to play it, but I was like, you know what? I don't care. I don't care if, like, Yandere Simulator has its own controversies. I like the artwork a lot, and I love cat girls. And I'm pretty sure, I don't know if they're all cats, or if, like, this one's a fox. I think that's a cat, that's a cat, that's a cat, that's a cat. That's a cat. She doesn't have any ears. Sage, have you played this game? I can't click on extra. Chest bounciness. Oh boy, Yandere Simulator. The game could have been good if it was actually finished and the creator wasn't what he was. I know! I played the little succubus, like, side story, and the side story wasn't even finished. It was like, to be continued. Alright, let's go ahead and get into it. Alright, I'm listening in Japanese. Okay, how do I... Backlog, autoplay, save, quick load. Someone stop honking. Honey Pop is a dating sim, that's the better game anyway. I don't really like the art of Honey Pop, you know? I'm sure it does more in certain areas, but I didn't really like the art. Phew, this should be most of the boxes then. I wiped the sweat off my forehead as the moving truck disappeared from view. Although it was early April, only the beginning of spring, today's weather was quite nice. It was even a bit hot. Well, it's a good day for a new start. I turned my head to look at an empty bakery which didn't have any signage yet. The brand new exterior wall had a western look with a predominantly white and brown motif. There was a large window which let lots of sunlight in, and finally there was the world words that displayed the name of the bakery. La Soleil. Probably said that horribly wrong. Instead of the proper French article, le, it was la, meaning the sun. That was a nod toward the name of the shop of someone I admire. Now that I'm on my own, I'll have to do my best, I softly murmured to myself. From here on out, no one would tell me what to do. I was going to start completely anew despite the stature of my new family, of my family's name and everything that had happened up until now. I alone would decide my path and take responsibility for what I do. In exchange for freedom, I can't blame anyone else for what happened. Still, although I was a bit worried, the thought of what lay ahead me made me break into a smile. Alright, In any case, I better get all these things cleaned up. I took a deep breath and got my spirits back up. I stepped into the new smelling bakery. What's with this big box? In front of me was a large box I didn't recognize. Oh, am I gonna be in there? In fact, there were two of them. Fragile, delicate. Absolutely this side up. If thrown, your company will be in trouble. These warnings were going overboard. They were getting annoying. Even if these are baking sodas, I don't remember buying anything quite like this. First off, they were boxes that looked like they came from my house. If these were for the bakery, there's no way I wouldn't remember buying them. There were no tags from the moving company either. All there was those warning labels. Well, I know for sure once I open the... Oh, it has a little breathing holes too. Hello? It's a cat! Oh, it's just a cat, huh? Just a troublesome cat. Jeez. Like that would fool me! What are you doing? Chocola? Chocola? Chocola?
お久しぶりですね、ご主人様。
We just saw each other at home yesterday, you know?
まあ、それはそうなんですけど。あ、それよりちょっと聞いてください。引っ越し業者の人たちひどいんですよ。ショコラのこと運ぶときにですね。この段ボール重いから気をつけろよとか言って思わずフシャーって泣きそうになっちゃいました。フシャーって一生懸命に我慢しましたけど、ショコラはプンプンですよ。プンプン。
Well, compared to the rest of my things, you are heavy. She ignored what I said. Chocola puffed out her cheeks. You could say that she was always happy-go-lucky, or rather she preoccupied herself with only what was in front of her. Well, I guess that's how you would describe Chocola. Chocola? That's why I like Vanilla. Easier name to say. While I was getting ready to move, I did wonder why I didn't see you. Is it too quiet? Let me turn it up real fast. Hey! Yeah, there's two boxes, dude. Should have cut these a little bit more. It's alright, though. I had a busy work day, y'all. Prioritized. They're like right there. Just pretend they're that short.
引っ越し業者のトラックの中が埃っぽくて、鼻がムズムズつらかった。
Alright, that should be good. Why is Vanilla here too?
ショコラがいるところ、それは私がいるところだから。それに、猫は狭いところは嫌いじゃない。あと私も、こっちの段ボールも重いから気をつけろよーとか言われた。だから私もポコ。うんすか。
Again, huh? In any case, Chocola, Vanilla, get out of there. I'm at my wit's end with the large boxes that had suddenly shown up. Anyhow, Chocola, and Vanilla got out of their boxes. Why is no one picking up the phone? Just what is Shiguri doing? I hang up after trying to call my little sister. There's no way that Chucko... You're pretty chill about etsy stuff, if that's what it's called, after watching your Senrikara stream. Yeah, I don't mind it. I'm chill. I used to do, like, more lewd cosplays, like, a few years back, so... Especially if it's, like, anime stuff. I think that's, like, pretty chill, just to have lewd anime stuff. There's no way they could have gotten mixed in with the rest of the boxes in the first way. On the outside, cat girls look like almost like humans. They can understand words and can talk just like us, but more than humans, cat girls were closer to normal cats. After all, cat girls had ears and tails just like cats do. They were genetically modified humanoid cats that were commonly referred to as cat girls. These days, cat girls fit into society as pets and families or partners to humans. My little sister really loves to dote on cat girls, so our family has 6 6? That would be me. I can't even lie. I would have 6 girls. I'd probably be the one girl that's like, no, actually, I'm gonna get modified to become a cat girl. In any case, they couldn't have mailed themselves all on their own. Mailing living things through the post would be impossible, for one thing. There's no way my parents would have helped with this either. Thus, I could only guess that it was somehow Shigiri's doing. I see, so Shigiri was an accomplice then.
Yeah, すごく綺麗なお家ですにゃ。新しいお布団とか家具の匂いとか好きですにゃ。
Yeah, I know some people like lose their shit over it. Yeah, I thankfully am not around a lot of those type of people, so that doesn't really bother me. Like, even my families are pretty normie, and like my parents, like, they're just more like don't ask, don't tell. They know like that I dress up and they know I like stuff like this. They're just like, oh, she's weird.
思ってたより広い。ご主人の解消バッチリ。
What? What are you talking about?
バニラ、あっちの部屋行ってみよう。探検。位置的におそらく寝室。きっとご主人の新しいベッドがあるはず。いやー、それは聞き逃せないね。もふもふしに行こう。もふもふ。もふもふ了解。私もそれはいいと思う。そうと決まればレッツゴー。
Don't get out of control and hurt yourselves.
はーい。
Without any ill intention, the 2 cat girls were off and running. Well, the bakery did have a living quarters on the 2nd floor, so I wasn't worried about them causing a ruckus around here. Of course, they aren't young cat girls anymore either, so I shouldn't have to worry about them getting out of control too much. Well, besides that, I looked up. It's kind of weird talking in an anime voice while wearing this. I looked up an address in my phone's address book. Mina Dupia residence. Well, I already left Shigiri a message so she could call me back later. Without pressing the call button, I put my cell back in my pocket. I had moved without saying anything. So for her to call me back within the day seemed a bit stupid. Well, it wasn't really an issue I needed to bring up right this moment. I should hear from Shigiri soon anyhow.
ご主人様のお布団、もふもふ完了であります。
Cool.
新しいお布団、すごくふかふか。合格点。
Good work, you two. We're snuggling? Gosh, both of you have major bedhead. Sheesh.
ご主人様のなでなで大好き。気持ちいいです。苦しゅうない。もっと。
Oh, am I? I lightly bonked them both on the head while they had their eyes closed. Now then, why were the 2 of you hiding among my moving
主
boxes?
人様が連れてってくれないって言うから仕方なく。ショコラが行くって言うからノリで。
You had no choice. Just tagged along. You too. Well, I figured that had to be the reason, but anyhow, I recomposed myself and looked at the two of them again. Listen up, okay? How many times have I told you to? This isn't a vacation or a picnic. I moved out because I have no intention of going back there. If you were at home, you wouldn't have anything to worry about. Shigiri and the other cat girls are there too. It would be better if you two just... Is she hungry? Well, you know what game I think you would like? Shantae. Have you heard of the series? It's about anime half genie girl. I have not. I have not heard of that.
朝早かったせいで朝ごはん食べ損なったから仕方ない。
Breakfast food.
それにショコラはお腹の音も可愛い。
While listening to these silly excuses, I glanced at the clock and saw that it was already past 1 o'clock. Now that I thought about it, I hadn't eaten anything since morning either. Well, why don't we have lunch first then?
ご飯ご主人様大好き。さすがご主人は話がわかる。かたじけない。
These two were as easygoing as always. Meat, huh? Must be meat. Oh, I forgot to read the other one.
お買い物。ご主人様とお買い物。
This is how people see cat girls. You know, I do get excited from shopping and eating.
最近はご主人が全然お買い物連れて行ってくれなかったからショコラのテンションが青天井。にゃー。バニラだって実はウキウキしてるくせに。ほーら、ほっぺふにふにしちゃうぞ。はい、ショコラくさがった。
Oh.
ダメ。
You'll bother those around us, so try not to get too carried away, you two. Since the refrigerator was empty, we headed to the nearby shopping district to buy groceries. From brand-name clothing stores to supermarkets, there was an array of stores. There was even a drugstore with daily necessities amongst them. If you come here, if you come here, we have just about everything. That was how the real estate agent had recommended this place to me. Wait, don't you two go shopping with Shigiri often?
もうしぐれちゃんとご主人様じゃ全然違うんです。はあ、ご主人はほんとご主人たる自覚がなくて困る。ショコラが不憫。
Hey, first of all, Shigiri is your master.
しぐれちゃんもご主人様だけど、しぐれちゃんはしぐれちゃんなんです。
The newest one is Shantae, and the Seven Sirens series has a lot of monster girls as bosses in the news title. Oh, sweet. I like monster girls too.
だからご主人様はご主人様なんです。全然違うでしょ？ね。理屈になってないけど熱意は伝わる。さすがはショコラ。パチパチパチ。
Never mind then. Anyhow, wait. Did she just say clap, clap, clap instead of actually clapping? Never mind then. Anyhow, keep it down inside the store, okay? I parted from the two of them. I decided to hurry on ahead. He said I can't be seen with these cat girls.
ご主人様、シャンプーはこれがいいってしぐれちゃんが言ってましたよ。これ、毛並みがサラサラになるし、
But that's stuff for you two to use. I don't need it, so put it down and come over here.
ご主人様、ひどい。ひどいぶった切りようです。よしよし、ショコラ泣かないの。ご主人はひどい人だね。
Don't just say that and then toss that in the basket all nonchalantly.
ガードが硬い。
I had to be on guard or they would sneak something in when I wasn't paying attention. They even tried to grab another basket for themselves at the supermarket earlier. It was apparent to me how dreadful an idea it was when they decided to come along.
ごめんなさい、ご主人様。久しぶりのご主人様とのお買い物でテンション上がっちゃって。猫は素直だから仕方ないね。ご主人も素直になればいいのに。さ。
It had nothing to do with being honest. I'm telling you, just don't put the shampoo in the basket like that. Put it back.
交渉です。お願いします、ご主人様。何とぞショコラたちのシャンプーを買ってください。シャンプーもない家に帰るのは悲しい。猫的に油紙は気持ち悪い。あの猫ちゃんたち、シャンプーもろくに買ってもらえないのかしら。かわいそうに。猫虐待で通報した方がいいんじゃないのかしら、あれ。
Don't put on some act to confuse the customers around us. Seriously. We only just moved here. But suddenly we had already disapproving glares directed at us. Ah, I should have caused some trouble for him.
ご主人様とのお出かけは楽しいです。思わずニャンニャン言いたくなっちゃいますね。ニャンニャン。
ニャンニャン。
私たちのものは何も買ってくれなかったけど。ご主人結局。
Why didn't you buy anything for them? I'm not a cheapskate. Besides, I nearly got reported. After that, it was some sort of exchange at the supermarket. The whole thing was awkward, though I don't think I can visit that shopping district for a while. Well, I guess you could say that was a cute side of the cat girls.
あっちからすごくいい匂いがする。本当だ。すごく香ばしくていい匂いがします、ご主人様。
It definitely does. What is the smell? I turned toward the source of it. Ooh, what is it?
いらっしゃいませ。
Food stand cat.
美味しい出来たてのたこ焼きいかがですか？熱々で鰹節たっぷりのたこ焼きいかがですか？
Oh no, the cat girls. You're gonna want it.
猫のたこ焼き屋さんだ。珍しいですね、ご主人様。本当だ。小さい子猫ちゃん、かわいい。
It was a cat girl younger than Chocolat and Vanilla. She waved her tiny hands as politely as she drew customers in. In human terms, she looked like she was about 12 or 13 years old. In cat years, she was about 6 months old. Jeez. The young cat girls noticed us and ran over.
猫のお姉ちゃんだ。私と一緒だね。にゃんにゃん。一緒だね。にゃんにゃん。喉ゴロゴロしてあげちゃおう。ゴロゴロ。子猫は無邪気で超かわいい。半端ない。私はなでなでしてあげちゃう。なでなで。
すみません、うちの猫が。あの猫ちゃんたちの飼い主さん？
The owner of the food stand greeted us. Yes, I am. Well, to be more exact, my little sister is their
す
owner.
ごく可愛くてお利口な猫ちゃんたちだね。愛想もいいし、言葉もしっかりしてるし。
You don't get any kind of imagery for anybody else other than cat girls.
うちのはまだ7ヶ月なんだけどね。もうちょっとしたらあんな風にちゃんとしてくれるのかな。
The food stand owner had a weary smile on her face like she was talking about a mischievous child of hers. At a glance, it was understandable that seeing a young cat girl made it easy to overlook these things. Mine were originally strays, so I don't actually know how old they are. Their veterans said that they were twins and were now about 9 months old. My little sister is actually quite the education freak. Back then, they were really noisy, but it was all worth it.
しぐれちゃんがちゃんとお勉強教えてくれたんです。いい子になれるようにって。しぐれ厳しい。でもおかげさまでいろいろと覚えた。
It's so kind of loud.
そうなんだ。いいご主人様なのね。
でもご主人様はご主人様なんです。しぐれちゃんはしぐれちゃんですからね、ご主人様。通訳すると、しぐれは大事な友達。ご主人って呼ぶのはこっちのご主人だけってことで。
愛されてるんだね、ご主人様は。
Well, I'm grateful. She lightly nudged me with her elbow. I responded with an embarrassed forced smile. Hearing this kind of stuff in public sure was
子
embarrassing.
猫ちゃん、ちょっと上向いてごらん。
Thanks, Mushi. Got the full face of makeup on today. And a wig.
こうつきあり。ゴロゴロゴロ。ゴロゴロゴロ。
The three of them were getting along very well. The food stand owner looked fondly at them from nearby.
うちの子ももともと野良だったんだよね。今日みたいにたこ焼き売ってたらお腹空かせて寄ってきてさ、そのまま拾って今じゃ自分の娘みたいなもんになってさ、店まで手伝ってくれるようになってね。人型猫が流行したこともあったけど、普通の猫の何倍も飼うのが大変だからね。
Her words seemed tinged with blame and worry. She grumbled, letting out a sigh. Not that long ago, it wasn't rare to see stray humanoid cats just wandering throughout town. Geez, dystopian cat world. But now it was more likely for one to see humanoid cats that were well loved by their owners. Since the amount of unfortunate humanoid cats has decreased, there was more of a balance and owners were quite elated.
ほんと責任感のない連中ばっかりで嫌気もさすけど。
Yeah, y'all learn to take care of cat girls.
でもそいつらのおかげで可愛い娘に会えたのかなって思うとなんとも言えないけどね。
It was bright and honest laugh. I nodded in agreement. That is true. This must be like how pets find their way back to their owners. I smiled at such an uncharacteristic thought for me.
ああ、そうだった。お姉ちゃんたち、たこ焼きはいかがですか？熱々で大きいタコが入ってて、すっごく美味しいですよ。すっごく美味しいたこ焼き。でもこれから帰ってご飯だから。ご主人が作ってくれるからごめん。
Her shoulders drooped downheartedly. As they hung their heads, I rubbed them from behind. I took a look at the little takoyaki seller. Okay, 3 orders of takoyaki. Could you do that for
たこ
me?
焼き3つ？
Her large eyes blinked as she tilted her head in confusion. Yeah, for me, chocolate and vanilla. Could you do that for me?
たこ焼き3つですね。
Oh, bye
ご主
bye!
人様、オーダーです。たこ焼き3つ。ご主人様。
It's going to take some time to get home and make food after all. Besides, I want to try the takoyaki here, too.
そこらも、もうお腹が切なくグーグー泣いてました。すごく嬉しいです。ご主人かっこいい。しぐれがいつもツンデレ実刑はいいものですと言ってるだけのことある。
Wait, what does that mean?
はいはい、じゃあこっちにあるメニュー好きなトッピングと味選んでね。うちの猫が遊んでもらった分サービスさせてもらっちゃうよ。
ありがとうございます。ショコラはマヨネーズかかってるのが好きです。ありがたくいただきます。ペコリ。私は明太子チーズがいい。
My question was completely ignored. Well, I guess I shouldn't let it bother me, huh? I wondered about that as I looked at chocolate and vanilla, happily awaiting their takoyaki in front of the food stand. Meow, 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 meow!
ネコパラ。
Still can't get a hold of her. Were there guests over today? When I checked the clock, it's past 10 o'clock already. Since then, I tried calling Shigiri several times but couldn't get through to her. And just like that, I had already gotten this late. I've never gone this long without hearing from Shigiri. I really didn't understand my family's schedule at all.
ご主人様、ご主人様。久しぶりに一緒にお風呂入りましょう。お背中流してあげますから。私たちの発育が良くなってからお風呂入れてくれなくなった。ご主人のエロ。
You haven't even grown that much. What are you two talking about?
にゃんですか。ショコラとバニラはもう立派なレディー猫だってしぐれちゃんが言ってましたし。その発言がセクハラ。猫の尊厳を踏みにじってる。それにショコラは今くらいがアイデンティティ。
No, you're the one changing the subject. In any case, don't worry about the bath. You two need to get ready to go home.
にゃ？帰る支度？ショコラの家はご主人様のお家ですけども？ショコラの隣が私の居場所だし、あとご主人かっこいい。なんか
You look strangely
前に
handsome.
見えてきた。
Because I look like you. Stop feigning ignorance, you two. Cut that out. The two of them looked my way, about to distract me again. Since Shigiri isn't picking up, I'll take you two home. So get ready to leave. They turned away from me and cast their gazes downwards. Returning home on the same day I had moved out seemed to be such a stupid idea that I did hesitate a bit. There was no other way, nor were there time for excuses. I looked towards them as they hung their heads in silence and continued on. Listen up, you two. I'm going to open my bakery. I've got no one to rely on, so I don't know how things will turn out. With all that's going on, I don't know if I can take care of you two, get it? I mean, it's already going to be difficult enough just looking after myself. Oh. It was a quiet voice I could barely hear. She said something with her head down. What did you say? Came closer and asked her to repeat herself.
嫌です。ショコラは絶対に帰りません。そんなこと言うご主人様は嫌いです。
Wait!
私もダットのごとく、いや、脱猫のごとく離脱。
I'm going to start saying that. I will withdraw with the speed of a cat, girl. Wait, stop! Vanilla, why are you running away too?
ほらご主人様、こっちですよ。
I got 2 long pigtails. Ugh.
ショコラはこちらにございます。
It's dangerous, so stop running around. If you fall, you'll get
猫
hurt.
にそんな心配はご不要。人型でも猫は猫。さささ。
Maybe so, in Chocola's case, but aren't you bad with physical activity? Come on, I've got you now, Chocola.
ご主人様のエッチ、どこ触ってるんですか？ご主人、ショコラの胸もろ触ってる。もうわしづかみ。
With an iron grip. I am not, it's because you two are running around.
スキラリです。
Hey, stop it, you're still going to run? I've got you, Vanilla.
ちょこちょこちょこちょ。
Wow, Chocolate, stop, really, stop. Chocolate, wow.
ナイスアシストショコラ。ささ。
Like I said, stop running! The two of them didn't listen to a word I said as they continued to mess with me. And that was how the first night went. For now, I will let you stay, but only for tonight. I don't have a guest beds or futons, okay? While all that was happening, 11 o'clock became midnight. Even if I took them home, everyone was sure to be asleep by now. The one glimmer of hope I had, that Shigiri would call me back, didn't happen. So I decided that taking them home tomorrow was my first priority.
もちろんご主人様のベッドで寝ます。私もご主人のベッドで我慢する。
Oh no. Cleverly, they had even brought pajamas. Just how much planning went into their schemes anyway. Really, if you two sleep there, where will I?
一緒に寝てくれないですか？この子に及んで。ご主人は人の男子なのに往生際が悪い。順番はご主人、ショコラ、私でいい。にゃー、ご主人様とバニラに囲まれて幸せにゃー。
Don't get ahead of yourself, you two. A single bed for 3 people is too crowded.
じゃあ押しかけたのはショコラたちですし、ここでいいですよ。猫らしく丸まって寝ますし。
Aw, let them sleep on the bed.
贅沢は言わない私たち、超けなげ。猫の鏡。
I watched the two of them lie down and curl up on the floor in an empty room without even curtains. That was way too pitiful a sight to be called praiseworthy.
引っ越ししたばかりで段ボールたくさんありますよね。お家作ったらあったかいって聞いたし、なんとかなる気が
Box
する。
world! There's something only strange people would say. Where did these cat girls get information from anyways? Well, they probably read a lot of books and watched TV in Shiguri's room. Chocolat isn't good with kanji characters, so she only reads picture books though. Whatever, you two get sleep in- you two go sleep in my bed. It still gets pretty cold at night in April after
そ
all.
したらご主人様はどうするんですか？ショコラの隣？
I'm going to sleep on the sofa in the living room. The sofa can fit 1 person and there's air conditioning in there if I need it.
ダメですよ。それならショコラがソファーで寝ますから。ご主人様はバニラと一緒にお布団で寝てください。私こそソファーのが落ち着く。ショコラとご主人でベッド使えばいい。
They moved quickly towards me like lions catching their prey. I placed my hands on their heads and spoke in clear and stern voice. Listen up. I will sleep on the sofa and you two will sleep in my bed. Those are your master's orders. Understood?
ご主人様。ご主人。
I said it like that deliberately. 2 of them looked as if they wanted to say something, but they hesitated. They lowered their heads
ご
apologetically.
めんなさい。ごめんなさい。
They mustered out. They looked like they were on the verge of tears. Their obedience had the exact opposite effect I expected. It filled me with guilt. Felt prickling sensation in my chest. Pain left me and I sighed and rubbed the 2 of them on the head. Come here. Come on, get going. I hope to be someone who owns cat girls. Good night. If anything happens, call for me right
は
away.
い。おやすみなさい。ご主人様。
Ice cream names. Yeah, chocolate and
お
vanilla.
やすみ。ご主人。
Gently rubbed the heads on the spirited cat girls once more. See you in the morning. With that said, I turned the lights off in the room.
ご主人様。
Oh no.
本当にごめんなさい。
Her vanishing voice echoed slightly in the darkened room. Pain in my heart from before came even sharper. I swallowed that pain and replied cheerfully, If it's okay for just one night. Don't worry about
ご主
it.
人様。
Now then, go to sleep. So mean to cat girls. Don't be so mean. I really shouldn't act on my emotions, huh? I lay down on the sofa. I sighed while staring at the ceiling. If I gave in to my emotions, the result will just lead to more sadness. If I used kind or hopeful words, they would all end up as lies. It's pretty much uncool of me to be passive like this, while I continue to pile on insults and make excuses for my actions. I fell asleep. I closed my eyes and waited for sleep to take over. Hey, chocolate! Was only a blanket. There's a pretty big difference between an underquilt and a bed covering.
その件に関しては、ショコラとバニラの意思を尊重したいと思います。
Oh, Shigiri called us. Can I go back? Okay, so that was random.
ショコラとバニラが ちゃんと納得したら
Was what she told me when I finally able to get in touch with her. Without any margin of negotiation, I was struck down. But Shigeru, even if you say that, I don't think Chocolate and Vanilla
ところで兄様、この妹目に今朝の愛のささやきを。
Don't make it sound like it's a daily ritual or something. In any
す
case,
みません、お父様から呼ばれましたので失礼いたします。愛してますわ兄様。ではまた。
ah, wait, Shigeru. Seriously? As the ruthless electronic buzz of drop call echoed, I stared at my cell phone. And here I thought that I could sort all of this out if I could just talk to Shigeru.
朝ごはんおいしいですね。ご主人様のご飯はいつでもおいしいですにゃ。ショコラ、ほっぺにケチャップついてる。芸術的に可愛い。舐めてあげちゃう。ペロペロ。ペロペロ。
The cat girls in question were happily stuffing themselves with sandwiches. These sandwiches incidentally contained tomato, cheese, and lettuce. With an over easy fried egg tucked inside all of that, it was a simple meal. Breakfast was pretty much like this. You two are definitely going home today, okay?
ご主人様はショコラたちといるの楽しくないですか？ショコラは楽しいですよ。もうそれは今世紀最大級に。昨晩はご主人だって結構お楽しみだったくせに。
Stop with the deliberately misleading words. I said at their happy-go-lucky mindset. Took the opportunity to fill their empty glasses with milk. Eating habits of cat girls were pretty much the same as those of humans, so that part was straightforward. Of course, what they liked and disliked depended on each individual cat girl. In the end, I wasn't able to get everything put away yesterday. And I really have to just start getting ready for the bakery's opening too. That's why I don't have time to relax or play with you two. Be good girls and go home. I said that to them with a sandwich in my hand.
ここにショコラがいたらご主人様は迷惑ですか？
She put her sandwich down on her plate. And just like yesterday, she looked at me with upturned eyes. Yeah, it's a problem. I answered her clearly.
そうですか。そうですよね。やっぱり。
Her shoulders drooped more than before. Aww. The ears which sat atop her head drooped downwardly too.
ショコラ。
Unable to make fun of anything, Vanilla could only look on with concern. The pain from last night pricked at my heart again. I tilted the already cooled coffee cup as my emotion dulled, unimpeded by my judgment.
それでもショコラはご主人様のところにいたいです。
One more Pocky left. Her usual always perky ears were drooping. She was speaking clearly under her own volation.
ショコラがいるなら私もここにいる。私もここにいたいと思う。
Vanilla usually's blank expression did not change. However, she showed me her strong determination. I don't remember Chocolate or Vanilla ever being this disobedient. That thought stayed at the back of my mind. But if I was going to be swayed by that, then I wouldn't have said this. That understood? There's crazy cat girls running around.
ご注文ありがとうございます。ロイヤルウッドです。ご注文いただきましたティーセットの配達にお伺いしました。ではこちらお店の中に運んじゃいますね。こちらの段ボールで全部ですね。では間違いなければ受領書にサインをいただいてもよろしいでしょうか。
She smiled brightly and brought out the invoice along with the pin. Okay, let's see. I looked over the sales invoice I received once more. Somehow this doesn't look like what I ordered.
本当ですか？それは品物が違うということでしょうか？
No, the stuff I ordered is here too, but I looked over the pile of boxes inside the bakery. Inside of my bakery was a mountain of boxes. A mountain! As if the inside of the bakery had become completely made of boxes. As you can see, we don't need this much tableware inside a bakery.
すみません。すぐに本社に確認しますので、少々お待ちいただいてもよろしいでしょうか。大変申し訳ございません。こちらのミスで別の注文書と混じってしまっていたようでして、水月様の方もすぐにご入りようと思いますので、もしよろしければご注文分の食器を受け取っていただければと思うのですが。
Accept this order? Huh? For all this? I was at a loss for words. Every box was of equal size. I wouldn't know what inside of each of them without opening them. On top of that, looking at the sales invoice, I could only see that they were all contained expensive tea sets and tableware. If I accepted it all, it would be a lot of work to deal with all the new items. There's still things that need doing in advance of my bakery's opening, so I don't mind accepting these, but it's going to take a lot to deal with all of
も
this.
ちろん私もお手伝いさせていただきますので、私も次の配達に行かないといけないですし。
Look, you don't need to put all this pressure on me. From the looks of it, it would take 2 hours or more, but have it re-delivered would take double the effort too. Oh my gosh. That's right, I have a lifeline!
にゃんですか？猫ちゃんたち本当に助かりました。ありがとうございます。本当にありがとうございます。では私はこれで失礼させていただきますね。
I'm exhausted. I glanced at the tableware we had finished organizing, lowered myself into a chair and relaxed my shoulders.
ご主人様、冷たいお茶です。どうぞ。
Thanks, Chocolate. Don't mind if I do. Somehow or another, the light meal tableware had arrived. Soon, I really had to get the bakery ready for opening. I did say I needed any help I could find, and I really did need help this time.
褒めて褒めて褒めて褒めて。
I could sense the praise meter coming from Chocolate. She held a wide smile on her face and was in a ready stance to receive my approval. Thanks, I couldn't have done it without you two.
ご主人様に褒めてもらっちゃったよ、バニラ。うんうん。柱の陰から見守ってた甲斐があったね。ショコラ、ご主人様の役に立てましたね。やっぱりご主人様一人じゃお仕事大変だと思うんです。うんうん。猫の手でも存分に役に立つ。私たちがいなかったらまだ仕分け続行中だと思う。
I'm starting to catch on to a theme of these cat girls being extorted for free labor. Hey, you two are getting a bit too close. You lean forward towards me for emphasis. Is it true that without you two around, this would have been a real problem? But there's a different issue, the one from before. You two have to go back home. Besides, it's not like I could ask you two to work for me or anything, okay?
そうですか。やっぱりダメですか。
Her shoulders drooped along with her ears and tail. The enthusiasm she showed earlier had completely disappeared. She sighed deeply and looked
お
disheartened.
掃除でもしてきます。せっかくですし。
To be fair, Coca-Cola sounds like a pretty good soda from Cola Company came out with. Yeah, like chocolate soda. Chocolate isn't an idiot. I knew she was pushing herself to be bright and full of energy. Even so, this wasn't something I was going to easily change my mind about. It was all the more with how much she cared for me.
ご主人、私たちがいたらそんなに迷惑？悪い子？
She spoke quietly in her usual way. Vanilla tilted her head as she asked the question. You two aren't bad cat girls, and that's why I can't have you stay
悪い
here.
子じゃないのにダメなの？
It's because you two are good cat girls that I can't allow it. Yeah, I'm confused too, buddy. She blinked as she took in my words. It's almost as if she was trying to peer inside my heart. She stared directly at me, long and
だっ
hard.
て難しい。猫にはそういうのはわからない。好きならそばにいたい。少なくとも私はそう思うけど。チ
Vanilla.
ョコラのところ行ってくる。
With those words, she went upstairs. The sound of her small footsteps slowly disappeared, and before long, I couldn't hear them anymore. Humans are hard to understand, huh? Inside the bakery, now devoid of anyone but myself, I repeated those words just as she said to me. Now that I think about it, that's a pretty inconsistent way of thinking, isn't it? Cats do not understand that. Having heard that said aloud, I began to understand what it really meant. Must be pretty nice to live the simple life of a cat girl, huh? I pondered as I looked at the name of the bakery affixated onto the window. With a bitter smile, I began to clean up the tea sets that had arrived earlier. I broke Master's cup. Let's just say the cup broke by itself.
あれ？今日はあのたこ焼き屋がいない。
Just like yesterday, we took a walk through the park in the evening. However, the food stand was nowhere to be found. Just so happened that no one was home the day I decided to take the cat girls home. I had also happened to leave the house key behind. So, to make good use of time, I went to do some shopping before Shiguri got home.
ごめんバニラ。なんだっけ？また旅だっけ？だいたいそんな感じ。
That isn't the right word at all. If you're tired, why don't we rest a bit?
はい、少しだけ。でも大丈夫ですから。心配かけてごめんなさい、ご主人様。
There's no need for you to apologize. She had a troubled smile on her face as she nodded. It's pretty clear that she wasn't in good spirits. That's why there was nothing I could really say to her. Well, there happens to be a bench over there, so why don't we rest
じ
a
ゃ
bit?
あ私、何か飲み物買ってくる。
Thanks. Something for everyone,
了
okay?
解。任された。
I handed Vanilla some change and offered the bench to Chocola. Chocola. Oh, I'm covering her. I'm sorry. Are you all the way over there, girlie? The constant sea breeze rustled the trees in the park. All that could be heard around the empty park were the quiet sounds of nature. I silently sat down next to the disheartened Chocola. Yeah, get into frame. Like the gently setting sun, time passed by slowly.
ほら、帰ります。
Her voice was quiet, and I wasn't quite sure if I had heard her or not. Even so, she answered clearly. Without saying a word, I responded by gently rubbing Chocola's head.
何は、ご主人様に電話してもいいですか？
Yeah.
また、ご主人様のところに遊びに来てもいいですか？
Yeah.
ご主人様は、ショコラたちのことは、ちゃんと毎日思い出してくれますか？ショコラは、離れてても、ご主人様って、
Oh.
でも、
Her voice trembled as she frantically wiped away her tears. She stifled her sobbing and her voice became strained. She looked pained as she did her best to hold her emotions, biting her lips. I wondered, are the cat girls half cat or half human? I think they're, like, I don't know. Because the way they act, it seems like they're, like, like mostly like they're from cats, but like they have the body of a human, so you would think that they're from humans. So I think they're just like half and half, maybe. I held back my irresponsible words that were on the brink of coming out with all my strength. Yeah, of course I will.
主人様
Gosh, why does the main character in all these games that I play make girlies cry? I was frustrated at myself for saying nothing. I was empty. Could only offer condolences that could be not put into words. I rubbed her head gently as I could.
やっぱりご主人様は優しいですね。
I don't really think that I'm that kind at all.
ご主人様、前も同じこと言ってましたから。
Before? She closed her eyes and smiled.
覚えてますか？ショコラとバニラをご主人様としぐれちゃんが連れて帰ってくれた時のこと。
Ah, of course I remember that. Oh, flashback. It was a cold day half a year ago. Half a year ago? You've only had these cats for half a year? Chocolat and Vanille were huddled together crying by the side of the road. They were still so young, they couldn't even speak yet. It was the day that I embraced their small cold bodies and took them home with me. There was no way I could simply forget the important day when our family grew. In the beginning, you two really couldn't get used to things at
あ
home.
の時は知らないお家で知らない人と猫ばっかりで怖くて。
You two wouldn't eat at all, which really worried Shigiri.
はい。とっても心配かけちゃいました。
I started to hear a tiny bit of laughter in her voice as we reminisced about the
シ
past.
ョコラとバニラが熱を出した時のことも。
I definitely do remember that. Oh, we're really going into the past. It was a few days after we brought... Oh. It was a few days after we brought Chocolat and Vanilla home. At that point, they'd occasionally drink some water, and as always, they didn't really touch their food. The combination of malnourishment and cold weather had really begun to weaken their bodies. And they both developed high fevers and were in pain.
あの時は夜中で誰にも気づいてもらえなくて。
Okay, so as I understand, the story is about a half a year ago, him and his little sister found them abandoned on the street, took them in, and they already had other cat girls. And then half a year went by, and then he's now moving out to own a bakery. And they tried to come with him because they really like him as their master instead of the little sister. And also apparently within these 6 months, the cat girl thing has gotten better politically because he also mentioned that people used to abandon cat girls, but it's gotten a little bit better that people aren't abandoning cat girls anymore. So within that 6 months time, that started to get better too. And a lot of cat girls who are getting adopted are strangely working for their owners, probably with zero pay. Kind of sounds suspicious here.
とにかく苦しくて辛くて声も出せなくて手も足も全然動かなくて助けて誰か助けてって思いながらただただ泣いてたんです。そしたら
It's alright, I'm with you too, so don't
ご
worry.
主人様が大きくてあったかい手でずっとそばで大丈夫大丈夫って言い続けてくれてショコラとバニラのこと撫で続けてくれてました。朝になって病院に行くまでずっとそばにいてくれて不安で心細かったのが全部嘘だったみたいに。あの時も同じこと言ってました。 俺は別に優しくなんかないって。でもショコラたちはご主人様が助けてくれなかったらここにいなかったです。あの時ご主人様がそばにいてくれなかったら誰も信じられないままでした。ご主人様のおかげでご飯も食べれるようになりました。しぐれちゃんともみんなとも仲良くなれました。だからあの時からショコラのご主人様はご主人様になったんです。
Yeah, I was about to say that makes sense why they view him as their master versus the sister.
ショコラはそれからずっと優しいご主人様のことが大好きなんですよ。
No, Sage, I totally get it. Like, I had to kind of like think too, because I was like, it doesn't really make sense. Some of the stories. Because he's like, oh yeah, cat girls are weird, but everyone also, like, the stigma is also pretty positive now, but also like, this lady's complaining about her cat. I don't know, it's like, sometimes the story doesn't line up, but I think just doing some outside thinking helps a bit. Like, I'm just gonna pretend the timeline wasn't in 6 months, and it was more like, like 5 years or something. I wish that her tear-filled eyes would not spill over. Those tears were filled with anxiety, sadness, and happiness. She smiled all she could before me.
だから、ショコラはご主人様がいなくなっちゃうって聞いて、いても立ってもいられなくて、どうしても一緒に行きたくて、しぐれちゃんにお願いをしたんです。
She said that with the faintest of smiles, one that seemed as if it would disappear at any moment. Those words were so gentle and warm, but there was also an undeniable sadness and emptiness mixed in with them. Chocola. I was the one she was saying all this to. Even so, the only thing I could say back to her was her name.
お金のこととか難しいことはやっぱり猫にはわからないです。
Yeah, cat girls don't need to worry about money, I guess. They work for free, apparently.
でもやっぱりショコラはご主人様のそばにいたいんです。ご主人様が辛くて大変そうなの本当になんとなくですけど、お掃除でもお洗濯でもお料理でもショコラがお手伝いできることは何でもしますから。今すぐにはできなくても絶対にちゃんとできるようになりますから。だからもう一度だけショコラはご主人様と一緒に。
Chocola's voiced her feelings clearly once again, and barely kept her tears from overflowing. Chocola, if you could be with me, I was engulfed by my inner thoughts which were ready to overflow. Just say yes, buddy. She yearned for me so earnestly. For her to so innocently believe in me, there should be no reason for me to be against it. That day, Chocola and Vanilla became an important part of my family. As long as they were with me, these days would be bright and enjoyable. Adopting 2 cat girls that he's eventually going to be with. I can see a little bit of the concern people have with this guy. I was simply selfish for just leaving home like that. I didn't want to get my dear family wrapped up in my selfishness, or have them experience unnecessary hardships because of me. You two are important to me after all.
私たちは猫だから自分に素直なだけ。
Cat girls are honest. My inner conflict was disrupted by Vanilla. Vanilla had returned at some point, and she looked straight at me as she sat next to Chocola's side.
私なら楽しいことならショコラと一緒がいい。たとえ辛いことでもショコラと一緒にいたいと思う。だって一緒にいれないことの方が寂しくて辛いから。
Vanilla.
本当に好きなら迷惑かけたって一緒にいたい。それでも一緒にいたいものだと思う。私たちが幸せかどうかなんていくらご主人でも決めつけるのは違うと思うよ。それに大 大事な人が大変ならなおさらそばにいたい。何ができるかはわからないけど、でも辛い時にそばで励ますことくらいできるよ。
It was as if her gentle, warm, and soft smile had become the setting sun. These uncharacteristic words from Vanilla deeply penetrated and seeped into my
だ
heart.
からきっとしぐれも私たちがご主人のところについていくのを許してくれた。しぐれはご主人と一緒に行くことはできないから代わりにお願いって。だからご主人が本当にショコラのことを思うなら。
There was not even the faintest bit of hesitation. They were such honest and absolutely straightforward words. Who am I to dictate Chocolate and Vanilla's happiness? Only those words continued to strongly resonate in my mind, which was otherwise empty.
たとえ何不自由のない暮らしでもご主人様がいないのは嫌なんです。いくら大変でもショコラはご主人様と一緒にいたいんです。だからお願いします。ご主人様のそばにいさせてください。ここがショコラがいたい場所なんです。
She was on the verge of tears, but Chocolate's face lit up. There was nothing but absolutely pure, genuine words. Humans really are at a loss for words when it comes to cat girls, huh? Saying no to their words was not something I could bring myself to do. Yes!
ご主人様。
It won't be like it was back home. You can't just live here however you like. Got it?
大丈夫です。ご主人様がいるだけでショコラは幸せですから。やれやれ、ついにご主人陥落。いやよいやよも好きのうちだね。
The dreary moment seemed to be blown away by her dazzling smile. No, I'm out! No! Despite all the talk about family, perhaps I was the one that didn't really believe in it. Thinking about all this from perspective, it was very simple, although I thought it was still so immature. Oh. Perhaps cat girls were more human than humans were when it came to honesty. From here on out, we need to do our best all together.
毎晩大トロじゃなくて大丈夫です。たまにでいいです。お肉も A4 でいい。松阪牛なら脂身最高。
Is that all you guys have been eating at home? Even if the road ahead of us is uncertain, lovingly rubbed their heads, disheveling their hair. Alright, why don't we head back to the shopping district then?
なんでですか？お買い物はもう終わったんですよね。
We gotta get the shampoo! We have to buy the yeah, shampoo you guys like, don't we?
ご主人かっこいい。ついでに松阪牛も買おう。
Well, today is a celebration, so why
や
not?
ったー！お祝いパーティーですね。ご主人太っ腹。さすがは私たちのご主人。
Just this once, okay? That was the beginning of a bright, new life. And together, the happy and high-spirited Chocolate and Vanilla, we took the first step towards it. Brightness. Oh, more girls! Don't know what that says. It's me! Oh, that's so cute. Ah! Oh, we get our opening. I'm guessing that was the prologue. I'm guessing. I don't know. Oh, there's chapter 1. I turned it up to hear the music for the opening. That was so loud. Alright. Let me look up. How many chapters in the Bible? No. NEKOPARA Vol1. Multiple chapters. That's not what I asked. I asked how many. Oh. It doesn't really say. Maybe I should go ask how many chapters the Bible has. It doesn't really say. So... Vanilla!
あ、ご主人がショコラのことエロい目で見てる。にゃーん、ご主人様のエッチ。
Stop fooling around! The two cat girls are showing off their uniforms they had just received comedically. Swamped with work, I turned away from the two cat girls.
ご主人様、ご主人様のお店の制服、ショコラ似合ってますか?
Yeah, it looks really good. Man, it looks so good on here. It makes the cosplay look kind of funky. Like, this black part needs to be like right here. Like, they made the boob window too big. Or this boob part too big. No matter what type it is, anime opens are always a bop. We appreciate it. For real. For real. Although it was last minute, I'm glad we found something decent.
よかったよかった。選んだのは私だけど。
It looks good on you too, Vanilla. I'm counting on you too, you know.
まあ、できる範囲で頑張る。ご主人様にも褒めてもらっちゃったね。明日から一緒に看板猫として頑張ろうね、バニラ。せっかくご主人が用意してくれたし、適度に頑張る。もう素直じゃないんだから。バニラもひらってサービスしちゃいなよ。ほらほら。いや、私はそういうことする猫じゃな。ショコラ。ダメだって。いや、それスカートじゃな。にゃにゃ。
My cat girls sure are energetic. I looked at the frolicking cat girls out of the corner of my eye and I wiped the trays and tableware. We open tomorrow, huh? The necessary ingredients were already in the refrigerator and the decorative plates for the shop had arrived. It doesn't look ready! I figured there would be more excitement to all of this, but naturally that wasn't the case. Time did fly when we were trying to get everything prepared, though. I reached for the business cards that had just arrived that morning. Her boobs, like, load in after she loads in.
これはもしやショップカードというやつでは。
Doesn't have a bell either.
すごいですご主人様。お店の住所とか電話番号まで
Thank
書い
you,
てますよ。
Sage. If I ever wanted to like actually cosplay vanilla, like out and about, I definitely would rebuy the dress. The wig is fine, and I would need to get actual ears for her.
お店の情報がもろバレの一枚。
These things flap.
個人情報保護にうるさい時代に危機感のない。
No, that's exactly what business cards are used for. She knew about protecting personal information, but not about business card. Well, it was true that it would be a pain if it was was in some sort of strange business or something.
おめでとうございます。おめでとうございます、ご主人様。こんなに素敵なショップカードならあっという間になくなって満員御礼ですね。
It would be nice if everything went like that. I rubbed the high-spirited Chocolo on the head, as if the dream had already been granted. She was already this genuinely happy about things I began to feel like it might go well. It really was reassuring to have someone else here along with me. I found myself thinking about that all again.
じー。
What's wrong, Vanilla?
一枚欲しい。もらってもいい？
I don't mind. It was rare for Vanilla to want something like that, but I'd imagine even cat girls like to have mementos. I had several hundred cards, so it wasn't really a big deal.
はい、ショコラも欲しいです、ご主人様。
Y'all just share! Okay, I had a lot, so go ahead and take however many you'd like. Hey wait, you can't take all of them. That's not what I meant by take however many you want. I watched Chocola take the box and go. Maybe Japanese were hard for them to understand. Silly kitty girls. Master said to take whatever you liked. Oh, among humans is supposedly a particular expression that the Japanese use.
じー。じー。にゃ。
There's this one club that Austin and I go to, and like I wear my brown cat ears a lot to it. Weirdly enough, it's like not that type of place. It's definitely not bad, but it's like they're kind of normie there. But they have like cool like techno DJs every now and then. But they have these like giant like ball lights that hang over the bar, and like they're like, you can tell they're not made of glass or anything. Like they're like these plastic like melted things. They're really cool looking. But they're like in reaching distance, and every time we go to order a drink, I have to resist the urge to just go and swipe at it, because it just looks fun to hit. And I've touched it once and it kind of moved, and I was like, oh, I need to stop touching that or I'm gonna get like really into like whacking it. Just like some thoughts that I have on inside my head at a bar. So this is me if I didn't have restrictions like that. The fluffy tails! Happy tails! You two really are cats! That's how I felt watching those two get engrossed in a regular cat toy. Well, it did said go ahead, so for now just let them play with it. Where can I find books on cat girls? As I looked around the store, an apron-clad shop clerk came up to me.
何かお探しですか？
Do you have any books on raising cats? The humanoid
はい、
kind?
もちろんございますよ。
Oh, Sage, so I guess that answers our question. They're cats, but they're human cats. So they're cats first. Wow, there sure are a lot of books on cat girls. I was so taken aback by the tightly packed amount of books on the cat girls, my thoughts happened to slip out. A cat girl's feelings, cat girl's education, cat girls at full speed, or not. I didn't understand the last one, but in any case, there was a lot of
この
books.
手の本は多いですけど、でも結局猫それぞれなんですよね。人型猫は言葉でコミュニケーションが取れますし、 ちゃんと話をしてれば大丈夫ですけどね。あちらの猫ちゃんたちのご主人様ですか？
Oh, no, my little sister is their, well, no, I am their owner. I thought I should do a bit of studying up on them.
そうでしたか。ではおすすめの本出しますので少々お待ちくださいね。
I did feel awkward to declare that I was their owner, but to be able to say that I was their owner was also something that made me a bit happy. I would say it was a part of my caring personality. A weary smile formed on my face as I watched the two of them frantically sap the cat away from a distance. Wait, they're still doing
お
that?
待たせしました。こちらの本なんてどうでしょうか？
Shop clerk came back and handed me a book. Cat Girls, Year 1 to
も
Adulthood.
うあれだけ手がかからないなら飼い方というよりは猫の特性を学ばれた方がいいと思いまして、今さら言葉とかトイレ、お風呂の教え方なんて必要ないと思いますし。
I could never do cosplay myself. It sounds like a lot of hard work, but I highly respect people that do it because of skill, dedication, and hard work that goes into it. I know, when I first started cosplaying, it was kind of before COVID, so it was like right before it like really got popular. And like I would post on Reddit and stuff, and I remember people would be like so mean because I would do like bathing suits like cosplays, and I would get these like swimsuits like custom made because they weren't selling cosplay swimsuits at this point on like cosplay sites. So I would go to Etsy and like find a swimsuit maker and like ask them like, hey, I want a character but in a swimsuit, and they would design a swimsuit and send it to me and I would approve it. And I would like get pictures taken, and I remember people on Reddit would be like, swimsuit cosplay isn't real cosplay, or like that's not cosplay. And I'm like, bro, someone put like their hard work into making the swimsuit. Some girls even make their own swimsuits, and I'm still like doing a wig, I'm still putting on makeup. Posing in itself, oh my gosh, I haven't really been posing for pictures because I don't really like do cosplay as often, but like that shit makes you so fit because you're having to sit there and hold a pose, so you're like tightening all your muscles to hold that pose. You're like sucking in, you're holding a pose really well. It's a lot of freaking calf work to pose. The photographer is putting in a lot of effort. It takes a lot of effort to like find a photographer or even take your own photos. That shit's so hard. Like make sure lighting's set up and posing yourself. That like you have to like go back and forth. It's in cosplay is so aggravating. And I feel like at the time, like more so men, sadly, didn't really understand like even like simple cosplays, like a swimsuit cosplay is like still so much hard work. So like imagine like a full cosplay with all these pieces. Like I don't even have all the pieces on. I don't have the arm pieces or the apron on. I have like this is drooping, which I don't like, and like a lot of cosplayers are like really big like perfectionists, so like it's also really frustrating to like have a cosplay not look how you want it to, and you just kind of have to do it. You're like, well, I want to still cosplay, so like I have to make do. And we won't even get into like making cosplays. That's so hard. A lot of the cosplays I've made have been like barely hanging on by threads, but like have still worked out. But there are people who do like amazing jobs at that, and I definitely like think that is like the hardest form of cosplay, but I also don't think it's fair to diss people who buy cosplays or who wear swimsuit cosplays. This is a long rant, but yes, cosplay is hard, and it's very satisfying to dress up and feel pretty and like be the characters you like. And I always encourage people to do it, and if they're gonna start from anywhere, do like closet cosplay. Like do a character that's realistically easy for your first time. Like something that you're like, oh, this character just wears like jean shorts and a t-shirt. I already have jeans shorts, and I can kind of try to make this shirt. I can go buy a white shirt from Goodwill and modify it or something like that. A lot of cosplays that I've done that like have been my most popular are just stuff that I had lying around or stuff that I edited or modified. So it's like that's still an option. So don't go off cosplay completely. It is hard. But it's not completely out of like the realm of being able to do. Okay, rant over. Go back to Cat Girls.
これから性猫になるにつれて発情期とか身体的な
Mating
成長
season.
も現れたりしますから。
Right, that would be important. I rapidly flip through the pages. Eating habits to promote growth, mating season, stable period during pregnancy, cat girls training, ways to deal with cat girls, cat girl personalities, schooling. Covered topics all the way to athletic competitions involving
人
cat
生の
girls.
パートナーとして、仕事のパートナーとして、趣味のパートナーとして、飼い主さんと猫ちゃんとの関係も家族によって様々ですからね。専門的な方には劣りますけども、最初の入門編としてはこちらがいいかなと思います。でもあれだけしっかりした猫ちゃんたちですし、人間と同じように話をしてあげれば大丈夫だとも思いますけどね。
You're right, they seem better raised than I was. Suddenly remember not too long ago when Chocolate and Vanilla managed to talk me out of sending them home. As an owner, I better study up. With that thought in mind, I handed the book back to the shop clerk. In that case, I'd like to buy
はい、
this.
ありがとうございます。あともう一つなのですが、
What is
猫
it?
ちゃんたちが大変気に入っていたようですが、あちらはどうなさいますか？
Over there? Oh.
死ぬ。このままじゃショコラ死んでしまいます。私ももうサンズの川が見える。ここから先は私の屍を乗り越えて。
Voice acting is god tier.
ご主人様にはショコラは最後まで立派な猫であったとそう伝えて。
Well, I guess I'll get that toy too. Also, do you have any
お
drinks?
買い上げありがとうございます。
Sometimes I really wondered if their heads were screwed on right. Watching the two cat girls roll around as if on the verge of death suddenly made me feel anxious.
ごめんなさい、ご主人様。いくら常識を身につけても猫の習性には逆らえない。
Well, I'll hang this up in their room, so play with it all you want. Her eyes flickered toward the toy that was jutting out of the plastic bag. I guess on a generic level, they really were cats. The shop clerk did tell me. That's just how things are, after all.
ねえご主人、今日はドラッグストア寄らない？
I wasn't planning on it, but is there something you
そう
wanted?
といえばそうな感じ。ダメ？
I guess if you want to go, then we can go. Using such an unclear words was uncharacteristic of Vanilla. Just the other day, I had bought her a full set of care products. I guess there was something medicine I wanted to stock up on, so I don't mind. Okay, let's go then.
行く。これで任務達成。
Wish I could move my ears.
まあ、猫の世界にもいろいろある。
Well, that's fine, I guess. Maybe cat girls' lives aren't that easy. I thought about this as we headed toward the drugstore.
ねえねえご主人様、生理痛って何ですか？
Menstrual while playing.
生理ってことはもしかして
Oh girl, you don't want to know.
お片付けした時に痛くなる筋肉痛のことですか？ショコラ冴えてますね。
No, no. It's something like that. Look, can you keep it down, okay? Stares from others in the store were piercing me once again. There's no way I could get angry at their innocence either. Please try to understand my situation. In any case, why don't we go that way? There should be some medicine over there.
向こう了解です。
I thought of like,
シ
is
ョ
she
コラは
just
ご主
holding
人
a
様に
pose?
ついていくのであります。
Menstrual plane. Girl, you do not want to know.
ところでご主人様は何のお薬を買うんですか？お薬って痛かったり苦しかったりするときに飲むんですよね。もしかしてご主人様どこか痛いんですか？それなら病院行った方がいいんじゃないですか？
It's just some household medicine. Thanks for your concern. I calmed down the concerned Chocola, who was right up in my face. Household medicine is the kind of medicine you buy just in case something happens at
で
home.
もショコラが熱出して辛かった時はご主人様がお医者さんに連れて行ってくれましたよ。
That time wasn't normal. Chocola is a cat girl too. If you only had a slight cold, the medicine from a local store should be more than enough.
そうなんですね。人の社会はいろいろあるんですね。
She picked up various medicine boxes and looked at them with admiration. On that note, was it okay for cat girls to take regular human medicine? A while ago I saw that Shikiri had some medicine that said blank ship or something on it, but...
あ、お隣に病院がありますよ。ここにお薬がなかったらお隣に行くんですね。さすが人の文明は便利なようにできてるんですね。
Yeah, that's about right, I answered her vaguely. Well, Chocolate hasn't been to a hospital for humans before after all. It's alright as long as she understands more or less what they are. Huh? Where's Vanilla?
あれ？そういえば見当たらないですね。
Before I realized it, Vanilla had vanished. Wasn't she the one that said she wanted to go to the drugstore too?
あっちからバニラの匂いがしますよ、ご主人様。
Over there, do you mean outside of the store? I turned to where Chocolate was pointing and saw that she was pointing outside.
呼んだ？私のショコラ。
All of a sudden, Vanilla came back inside the store. Huh? Vanilla, where did you
ちょ
go?
っとお花を摘みに。
No, I mean, you clearly came from outside of the store just now. Or towards the sign for the restrooms inside the store. There was no reason for Vanilla to lie, though. Wait, she is a cat, so does she mean that she... Could it be that you didn't know where the restroom was and went outside to...
変態。ご主人がとても失礼。超変態。最低な人。
Yeah, that's true, huh? There's no way that would be the case, right? Sorry. Vanella's face was red with rage, so I earnestly apologized. So that's how Vanilla looks when she gets angry, huh? It's difficult to make sense of Catgirl's pride.
それより早く帰って開店準備。もう明日だし。ショコラたちもご主人様のお手伝いしますから。
It's going to be a tall order, so I'm counting on you too.
はーい。
It still looks so empty and lifeless.
いらっしゃいませ。ご注文はお決まりでしょうか。ハート感が足りない。もっとこびてもっ
Be
と
flirty and sexy.
ふむふむ。
I'm gonna let my kitty cat in.
よし。じゃあもう一回行くね。
No cat ears, no longer cat girl. You guys want to come in? Guess they don't want to come in. I'll leave the door open, kitty cats. I want it to snow, but it's not snowing. Alright, cat girl mode initiated.
いらっしゃいませ。ごめん。素直に私が悪かったと思う。今のなし。
Just for the record, this isn't that kind of bakery, okay?
いらっしゃいませ。当店のおすすめはケーキです。
What good is if a customer walks into a bakery and you recommend cakes to
で
them?
も、ケーキ以外をおすすめされても困るでしょ？
Well, that is true, but while I was making preparations for tomorrow, the poster girls were off to the side practicing greetings. I thought I heard them say that they were going to help earlier, but oh well. Well, what I was doing could be done by one person for now, at least. So that's it. I had a taste of the custard I just made. There was no clumps of the taste was uniform. The sweetness was superb, too. Now then, next I need to work on the pie dough.
ワクワクワクワクワクワクワクワク。
Did you want to have a taste?
さすがはご主人様。
I handed the custard-covered spatula over to them.
おいしい。 さがまたペロペロ後を引くというか、ペロペロ。ご主人様、味見おかわりしてもいいですか？
Hello, good morning. What are you doing? Oh, that's Kobeni. Hello. You want to come up here? Ah, you were goobers.
私も替え玉が欲しい。
Okay, okay, understood. This is the last one, okay? This time I gave each of them a small
ペロ
spoon.
ペロペロペロペロペロ。
Pedo, 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 pedo.
ペロペロペロペロペロペロペロ。
What are you doing? Can you come up here? Come here. Come here. Oh, Gooby already came in. What's up, bud? He's over here. You can't see him. Or he's opposite side. Not that right there, but over here. You just can't. Nah, you're not gonna see him. Fast, just like a cat. The two of them were wholeheartedly licking their spoons. Well, I suppose their straightforwardness was sort of cute. What are you doing? What are you doing, my cat girl? Wanna come up here? Speaking of cats that are girls, how many? What would you be? Rocky Road? Would that be your cat main name? Oh, you smell so good. Hey, you're not allowed to get up there. Naughty, naughty. I totally understand what it would be like to live with cat girls. Well, even though I did ask persistent, you two are just cat girls after all.
そんなことないです。ショコラだってご主人様のお手伝いできますもん。別にショコラは味見がしたくてご主人様のところに来たわけじゃないのです。
Don't jump like that all of a sudden, it's dangerous.
私は猫だから味見役でいい。ご主人、おかわり。
Hey, Vanilla, don't just go and take more yourself. That's a lot more than a mere taste.
大丈夫です。なくなってもショコラがたくさん作りますからご安心を。おお、ショコラが燃えている。これは期待せざるを得ない。ご主人、ストップ。
No, Vanilla, let go of me. Alright, I'll make it.
ご主人様が作ってたのを見てたから大丈夫ですよ。ショコラにお任せあれ。まずはお鍋にミルクと、
Oh no.
あとひまわりの種入れるんでしたっけ？
It's Vanilla Bean. The customer aren't hamsters, you
ショ
know.
コラ、せっかくだからいっぱい作ろう。そしたらカスタードヘブン。了解、任せちゃって。生クリームも入れた方がきっと美味しい。生クリームは任せて。うわっ、これショコラ。もしかしてこれは非常に危険な、いわゆる。
Oh no. Are they gonna be covered in cream? Oh, shower time! Cover your
気
eyes!
持ちいいな。
That's why I told you not to open your eyes. I'm going to wash you off again. You reap what you sow, right? Come on now, close your eyes. I washed all the milk and fresh cream off chocolate and vanilla in the shower. It's a small blessing that the damage was just limited to you two, huh? Although cleaning the bakery up did take a lot of
ごめん
effort.
なさいのです。でもご主人様とお風呂は久しぶりで嬉しいのです。
Now that you mention it, that's
その
true.
割にはご主人の
Or we gotta skip through. Gotta get in trouble for showing naked cat girls. No more.
地区の学が主会に
I'm sure he's looking at them. Yeah. Lots of dialogue. Yeah, I heard the word perv, so.
じゃあ
It's only a few seconds. Best of the best. I can't get used to best. Okay, it looks like the sponge cake dough has good consistency. I covered the bowl of dough with plastic wrap and put it in the refrigerator. It's not like we'll have a packed house and on opening day. So this much dough should be enough. All that was left was to be prepared for when the bakery actually opens. Okay, the only thing that still needs to be done is to cut up the fruit for the toppings and then I'm done. What are you doing, Goobies? Where? Oh, I love covers. I stretched and looked at the clock. The hour hand had already moved from 11 o'clock to midnight. Chocolate and vanilla, I'm almost done. You two can go and sleep first. Oh. I looked over my shoulder to see two of them sleeping fitfully on the sofa. They leaned against each other cozily, smiling as if in the middle of the wonderful dream. They're not smiling. And they said they'd be awake until I finished. They'd been on full activity since the morning, so they were probably exhausted. I crouched down and poked both of their cheeks.
はい、いらっしゃいませ。ソレイユの看板猫のショコラです。ご主人、紅茶売り切れた。ケーキも早く次焼いて。ハリー、ハリー。
Chocolate and Vanilla were one step ahead, acting as waitresses in their dreams. Sounded like they were in a rush, as if the soul was packed. They really are still children, aren't they? They were cute, like children excited before the start of a trip. I gently rubbed them both on the head, and the sweet smell of their leave-in hair treatment tickled my nose. No, they're 18. They're 18. Come on, you two. You can't sleep here, okay? You're going to bed.
お仕事中にお触りはダメですよ。セクハラ。ご主人、そういうのはお客にしちゃダメ。私ならそこそこ我慢してあげるから。
What are you two talking about? Yeah, didn't look like they had any intention of waking up. Without any other choice, I picked them up one at a time and carried them to the bedroom. You two really are a handful. I covered the two closely curled up cat girls with a blanket. Once more, I gently rubbed their heads before I quietly closed the bedroom door. Okay, just one last bit. Alone in the living room, I stretched and took a deep breath. I need to work even harder tomorrow for Chocolat and Vanilla's sake too. As I remembered the names of my precious family members, I stretched my hands out and continued my preparations. I can't do autographs and stuff while I'm at work. Meow. We finally joined the ranks of charismatic cat girls. Chapter 3.
ご主人様、お店に近づく人影ありです。戦闘態勢はいいですか？ Are you ready?
Are you ready?
先にこっちから捕まえに行った方が早い。うまくやるから私に任せて。
Oh, now there's stuff in it. And the cakes. We got some pots of things. Cupcakes, donuts, cookies. The two of them hid by the windows, stalking prey. Even though we're finally open, there were unsurprisingly no customers waiting to come in. I placed my elbows on the counter while I gazed at the backs of the two cat girls. It's fine if you wait for the customers to come in before interacting with them. You brace yourself like that from the start, then you'll get tired quickly.
バニラ見て、あそこ歩いてる女の人。すごく甘いもの好きそうなスイーツ顔してるよ。おー、スイーツ。でもショコラ、それあんまり褒め言葉じゃないから、お客さんの前では気をつけるがよろしい。
Not that she can hear you. The two cat girls didn't so much as turn an ear in my direction. Well, to see them so be hopeful for the customers did pain me a bit as their owner. Well, since we just started, we should be patient. Oh.
失礼するぞ。いらっしゃいませ。いらっしゃいませ。キャー。なんですか？ご注文はにゃんでしょうか？
What would you like to meow order?
おすすめはあれです。あれです。ケーキ。紅茶もあるの。その、あったかいのと冷たいのと、熱いのと、冷たいのと。
Will you two calm down? I pulled them back after they quickly set themselves upon a customer who had just walked in. I'm terribly sorry for that. I'm the owner of this bakery, Minaduki. Our menu's over here. Please pursue it at your leisure. Miss?
ふむふむ。立地といい、色使いといい、なかなか素晴らしい店構えじゃのう。内観のセンスもシンプルを基調に、小物なども落ち着く空間作りで素晴らしい。
I hope bakeries never go out of style. There's nothing like buying a tray of cupcakes, cookies, and danishes from the fresh bakery. I don't go to bakeries much, but there is this like Japanese store in Dallas, and it's not a bakery, but they have a little donut shop for like pan donuts, like the little Japanese donuts, and I love them. They're so delicious. I always have to get them, and I'm like always tempted to buy the big like box of them, but I'm like, oh, I wouldn't be able to eat all of them, but they're so good. I also really like bread. I'm not like, I like sweets, but I'm very particular about what sweets I eat. But bread is good. If there's a bakery and they have like a good like loaf of bread, I'm like, There's an uncharacteristically large pair of glasses that didn't suit her face or build. Then there was her anachronistic Tasharo-mentally military cap. Finally, there was her grandiose way of speaking, which did not match the familiar voice.
気に入った。ここにあるケーキは全部わしが買おうではないか。さあさあ店主、ありったけケーキを詰めるがいい。あ、カードって使えますよね。
Shiguri, what were you doing here? I knew it was a sister.
はっは、しぐれとはなんぞ。お主、誰かと勘違いしているようじゃの。
Oh my gosh, fresh bakery bread is amazing. I know, it's so warm and fluffy. What's your favorite type of bread, Sage? I love sourdough and, what's that one, like, fluffy kind? It's not white, but it's like a version of white bread, but it's kind of yellowed. So good. Say what you like, but that's your name.
プリチーで一途な兄様の妹のような娘っ子がこんなところにおるはずないではないか。よいよい、無礼は気にするでないぞ。せっかくの開店日に水を差すような真似はしたくないからの。
In that case, could you cut the crazy routine? Besides, how did you even know where my bakery is? I didn't tell anyone.
とりあえず、黙ってありったけのケーキをよこすがよい。いいねで買おう。早くせい。
What? Now you're a robber?
客をより好みするとは何たることじゃ。 そんな態度では毎日通って開店と同時に買い占めてくれる乗客を逃してしまいますぞ。商売とは稼げる時には非常にでも稼がねば成り立たぬのです。それに兄様にそんな冷たい目で見られたら悲しいのです。これでも何か力になれればと思って今日まで我慢をしましたのに。
Look, I'm not being picky here. Not only has she burst into tears, but her facade was in shambles. I had no clue what to say.
しぐれちゃんだ。久しぶり。元気にしてた？しぐれ？何その格好、流行ってるの？こら！わしはしぐれちゃんではな。
Oh, it's the other cat girls.
よ数日ぶりだな。
Eldest cat girl of the Madoka family, cat breed, Munchkin. Yo, it's been a few days. Yeah.
あら、それが制服？かわいいじゃない。孫にもいそうって感じで。
American Curl, second eldest cat girl, Maple. What was her name again? Oh, there's more cat. Oh!
ショコラちゃんもバニラちゃんも元気そうでよかった。
We got big old boobies.
急にいなくなっちゃうから心配したんだよ。
Cinnamon.
そうだよ。すごく心配したんだよ。
Second youngest, cat breed, Mancoon. Mancoon! That's why she's so big.
歌唱様についてくなら一言言ってくれればよかったのに。
ごめんね。ついつい勢いでのことだったから。また会えたから問題ない。みんな元気そうで何より。
I like Italian bread, French bread, and the country made bread. Bread. Now I'm hungry. I want some bread.
猫たちも感動の再会を喜んでいるようで何よりですね。
The best, you say? Suddenly, the bakery was at max capacity. Not to mention, they were all family, uninvited family at
お
that.
久しぶりです、兄様。元気そうで安心いたしました。
What are you doing? You want to come up here? Come here. Where'd you go? Come here. Come here. Come here, kitty. Come here. Ado! Ado! What are you doing? What are you doing? What is on your fur? What did you get into? Dust on her or something. What are you doing? No, we're not getting on the desk. What did you get into? Must have gotten into something. There's like dust all over her. No big scratches. As usual, Shiguri smiled and greeted me with polite words. My little sister, as a rule, calm and courteous. There are times when she acts strange, though. It's only been a few days. How did you even find this place? I didn't tell
の
you.
妹に愚問です、兄様。一言で言えば、妹の愛にございます。
Look, I don't have time for that stuff right now.
まるで芸風のように言うのはやめてください。しぐれは本気ですのに。
Shiryu placed her hand over her mouth. A piece of paper fell from a kimono onto the ground. What is that?
素敵なショップカードにございますね。さすがは兄様です。
Wait, I haven't distributed these yet. As I said that, suddenly realized something. This is your doing, isn't it, Vanilla?
越しの時に送り出してくれた取引。だから仕方ない。
So when she disappeared at the drugstore the other day, she had slipped out to send a card to Shiguri, huh? That's why she said, objective achieved, and evaded the question. So earlier when I couldn't get a hold of you, and chocolate and Melly stowing away in the boxes, this was all part of your plan?
はい、その通りにございます。決してショコラやバニラが悪いわけではないのです。ですから、責めるなら、この妹めをソフトめな言葉攻めにてお願いします。
What do you mean, firm yet kind? Sometimes I have no idea what my little sister is talking about. Well, she's always been like this, so I let it slide, still. Well, it was also wrong of me to move out without saying anything to you. I awkwardly scratched my cheek while looking away. She's been such clinging, adoring little sister in the past that people even made fun of her for it. That's why I had to use such a roundabout, high-handed tactic. In a sense, she's worried about me more than even Chocola and Vanilla. That's why I didn't really feel like complaining.
兄様、はい。しぐれは兄様のことをとても心配しておりました。ご健勝で何よりです。
It was... oh. It's only been a few days, so nothing's really happened. Shiguri had a gallant smile on her face as I rubbed her head. She let out a small laugh and smiled. It must have felt as good for her as it does for cat girls.
ああ、カション、水くせえだろ。しぐれも他人じゃねえんだからさ。しぐれはここ数日、本当に気が気じゃなかったんだぞ。私たちの飯を忘れるくらい。ねえ、ほんと困っちゃったわよ。檻に入れられた動物みたいに部屋の中をぐるぐるぐるぐる回ってはため息でさ。連絡先教えるくらいすればいいのに。そんなに私たちと縁を切りたかったなら別だけど。どうせあれだろ、一人で何も言わず去ってこれかっこいい。ああ、ありそうありそう。人の男って本当にめんどくさいわよね。
Two of them deliberately raised their hands and grinned at me bitterly. Azuki and Maple were being a little too harsh, but even so, I didn't try to argue it. Sorry about that, Azuki and Maple. I already feel guilty enough as it is, so lay it off, okay?
でも、あずちゃんも姉ちゃんもとっても心配してたんですよ。2匹ともしぐれちゃんのパソコンとか携帯電話で歌唱さんの名前を必死に検索したりしてね。
2匹とも素直じゃないからね、年長者の割に。私もいざとなったらしぐれ様の代わりに自分の足で探すつもりだったけど。
Cinnamon Coconut, I'm sorry to have worried you guys too. It won't happen again, so please cut me some slack. I lowered my head towards Cinnamon and Coconut, and just like that all the cat girls in my family were assembled. I appreciated the warmth of having my family here right now.
お父様の耳には入らないようにしておきますのでご安心ください。
Have you ever heard of this place called Edible Arrangements? They make fruit banquets and they're so good. The chocolate strawberries. I was just about to say, I am obsessed with their chocolate strawberries. I remember I've asked for chocolate strawberries a few years for my birthday. I haven't had them in a while though. I appreciate it. You've been through a lot. Sorry.
そんなことは何も。私はいつでも兄様を見てきましたし。
She wrapped her small hands around my hand. She didn't say anything about me slipping out without telling anyone. She simply just forgave me. Even my little sister seems to have grown up well, flawless at
で
that.
も、お母様は兄様のことをとても心配していらっしゃいますよ。落ち着いたら一方だけでも連絡をしてあげたら安心すると思います。は
Alright, I'll do that.
い。では、約束の指切りです。
He was calling y'all a bunch the first night. Oh, you leaving yelling too loud? Okay. Chocolate strawberries are the best. Yes, they are. Oh, they're so delicious. Food in general is so good. Shiguri smiled like a mischievous child once we'd done this. It was rather cute.
でも兄様のソフトな言葉攻めも少し期待はしていたのですが。
What a weird girly. My wonderful little sister is so spoiled. Well, even so, she still is my little sister. Things always seem to go this way between us, so we didn't mind.
でも本当に立派で素敵なお店ですね。もう兄様が隠れてケーキ作りをしなくても良いのだと思うと。
You and the cat girls have been helping to destroy all the evidence, though.
家の和菓子も好きですけども、兄様のケーキは世界で一番ですから。これでもう本当に兄様が家には戻らないと思うと、でもきっとこのお店もたくさんのお客様に愛していただけることでしょう。
She said that with a slightly troubled smile. Sugar, chocolate, and vanilla said the same thing with the same smile. It'd be nice if everything would go smoothly. Just like before with vanilla and chocolate, I rubbed their head and said the same thing I told them.
わあ、私洋菓子店の厨房は初めて拝見しました。やはり水無月家の和菓子の厨房とは置いてあるものが違うのですね。
Sugar seemed really intrigued as she looked around the mixers, rollers, and other tools in the kitchen. That was a lot of similar equipment, of course, but there were minute
兄
differences.
様はこちらでケーキをお作りになるのですね。和装の兄様も垂涎ものでしたが、パティシエバージョンも女心にキュンキュンくるものがあります。ああ、許されることであればライブカメラを設置して。
There's no way I'd be okay with that. Not that there was any way I'd be there baking for 24 hours straight. As usual, my little sister said some pretty questionable
で
things.
もショコラもバニラも元気そうで安心しました。兄様ならきっと受け入れてくれると疑っておりませんでしたが。
Sugar took one book on raising cat girls that had been left in the kitchen and giggled. I'm just learning, so there's still lots of stuff I don't understand. Once I read the book, I realized once again that my family's cat girls were particularly excellent. Apparently, the fact that they were fluent in our language and able to live comfortably with humans made them quite exceptional. The more I read, the more I realized how much of an education freak you are and just how well you raised them.
厳しいしつけも愛情あってこそですから、猫たち自身のためにも。
She spoke like a mother, closing her eyes and tapping her chest proudly. Although she was young, I could see that she was reliable and confident enough to raise 6 cat girls. Seeing that unexpected side of Shiguri made me proud to be her older brother. I will take responsibility and act as a good owner.
はい、しぐれは兄様のことは何一つ疑っておりませんから。 でもお店で働かせるのならちゃんと資格を取らせないとですね。
Yeah, Shiguri, get onto his ass. Say you can't do free labor. Qualifications? Are you talking about cooking certification?
違いますよ兄様。猫を単独行動させたり従業員として扱うには
Shiguri is on that
対
shit.
象の猫に単独行動許可証という資格が必要なのです。許可証なく外を歩いたりしたらば猫は警察に補導されてしまいますから。それに許可証なく従業員としては使えません。無料のお手伝い程度ならまた別の話なのですが。
A permit? But our family cat girls have never had one of those when they leave home, right? I try and remember the times when our family cat girls went out while under Shiguri's watch. I really didn't recall seeing any sort of permits.
ちゃんと全員いつでも持っていましたよ。では兄様どうぞこちらへ。
You're not allowed on the desk! At Shiguri's urging, we stepped out of the kitchen. Wow, so the bell is their permit. Oh, that's what— I have a permit! I have a permit, Kobe! Kobe doesn't have a permit! You were arrested! Ah! Oh, was Scooby arrested too?
まあ 猫として鈴くらいは持ってないとね。自由に外も歩けないなんて不便でしょうがないし。あたしらは猫の中でも選ばれし猫ってわけよ。
I think they should be allowed to eat what they bake as payment. Seems to be fair, don't you think? Yeah, eat free food at a bakery. That seems like fair. I would work at a burger place if that was the case. They were like, oh, cat girls, you can work here. I'd be like, free burgers. That is my payment.
そんじょそこらの猫とは違えってわけだ。一応合格割合は10匹に1匹くらいって言われてますからね。もうゴリゴリってくらい勉強も大変でしたよ。
She's so cute. I love her outfit.
しぐれ様の猫なのに鈴持ちでないなんて、それはご主人様に恥をかかせてしまうことだからね。
Everyone proudly shook their bells. So why didn't she get why didn't she get chocolate and vanilla bells during that time? I never knew the bell had that sort of meaning. I thought it was just Shiguri's preference.
猫の身分証明書代わりになりますし、これがあると何かと便利なのですよ。人の集まるペット禁止の施設やイベントでも問題なく入れますし、他にも GPS 機能で迷子にもならないですしね。
Ow!
自分の店内で少し働かせるくらいで文句は言われないですが、従業員としてちゃんと使うならば資格は取らせた方が良いかと。
I see. That's a lot to deal with when it comes to cat girls. As an owner, I'd better take everything Shiguri was teaching me to heart.
ショコラとバニラもそろそろ鈴を取らせようかとは思ってはいたのですよ。ですからこれもちょうど良い機会かもしれませんね。ね、ショコラ、バニラ。
Sage, I used to work at this fine dining place, and it was like a Mediterranean food place. Best fucking lasagna ever. But we like had to serve like that really good crunchy bread as like an appetizer. And sometimes when I was really hungry, I would go back there and like cut myself a piece, because we had to like cut it before we put it on the table for them. And I would cut myself a piece. And I remember one time I was cutting and someone walked by and said something to me, and I had a mouthful of bread. I was like, oh. And I was like, because you're not supposed to eat it. But I would always eat it as a snack on work. It was so good.
ご主人様のお役に立てるのでしたら頑張ります。これでみんなと一緒にお出かけもできる。仲間外れは寂しい。
I hear noises and the cats aren't in here, so I know they're doing
もち
something.
ろん飼い主である兄様の協力も必須ですからね。
Yeah, just pampering them won't do them any good, right?
その通りです。人間社会の常識を身につけることによってもっと豊かな生活を送れるのです。はーい、ショコラも鈴持ちになってご主人様と遊園地とか行きたいです。私は遊園地もいいけど水族館に行きたい。イルカとかペンギンとかシロナガスクジラとか見たい。
There aren't any aquariums that have blue whales, though. Yeah, that's a big fish.
うん、私も鈴をもらう前は留守番とかもあったから寂しい気持ちはよくわかるよ。応援してるから一発合格できるように頑張ってね、ショコラ、バニラ。
これだから頭でっかちなメインくんは困るよな。別に合格さえすりゃ回数が問題じゃねえんだよ。それが唯一の自慢とか。乳臭いガキすぎてお里が知れるわ。離乳食でも食ってろっつーの。
自分は試験に2回も落ちたからってひがむことないんじゃない？はあ、もしかしてその短い手足が実技で不利だったの？
なんだとこら！これがマンチカンのアイデンティティなんだよ。ガキが猫語るなんて2000万年早えんだよ、このダボハゼが。
無駄に年だけ取ってる猫に先輩面されたくないね。尊敬されたければそれだけの価値のある背中を見せてほしいな。
喧嘩はダメだってば。二人とも落ち着いてね。そうだよ。あまりストレス溜めると
hope that wasn't your manager and was a cool coworker when they saw you. I don't remember who it was, but I don't think they caught me. I think I got away with it. I didn't really ever get in trouble at my work.
あ、そうだ。こないだご主人様が買ってくれたあれで遊べば細かいことなんかどうでもよくなるんだよ。小豆もココナツも本当に飽きないわね。毎日毎日。もう暴れるなら埃立つから外でやってよね。外で。水無月家の平常運転だね。ソレイユでも変わらメイプル、紅茶入れてあげる。何がいい？バニラは素直で可愛いわね。じゃあおすすめちょうだい。あと名称はダージリン。オッケー、任せといて。お客さんとして初入れはメープルに捧ぐ。
The cat girls. Seen from this angle, none of them seem particularly intelligent. The only accurate thing Vanilla said was that this was a normal day for the Minaduki family, but it did make me think that things would be better outside instead.
はい、喧嘩は終わりですよ。はい。兄様の新たな門出の日に喧嘩とはどういうことですか？そんなことでは鈴持の
Yeah, tell them.
ショコラたちまだ鈴持ちじゃないけどね。ねえ、だからまだ恥ずかしくない。私は喧嘩してないし。はあ、おバカたちのせいで今度とばっちりね。んだとてめえ、実は一番ビビリで情けねえくせに。
夜トイレに行くときは部屋と廊下の電気全部つけていかないとダメなくせにね。にゃー、
私は夜行性とか夢とかそういう方のに流されない猫だって言ってんでしょ、このバカにゃんたちが。そんなところがめいちゃんの可愛いところですからね。普段のタカビンも可愛く見えてしまう。ふしゃー、魔法少女みたいな格好してるくせに私のことバカにして。
I like her outfit.
魔法となさせて YouTube に動画アップするわよ。ひどい。インターネットの海に放流したら一生消え。それに魔法少女だってしぐれちゃんが似合うって。はい、静粛に静粛に。繰り返しますが、今日は兄様の新たな門出記念日、私の新たな祝日が生まれた日です。そしてここにあるケーキは先ほど
No, you
全
haven't.
部よって、今日だけは猫たちも。マジでかしぐれ、ニコ食いとかしてもいいのか？
全部食べ放題ってことはワンホール全部食べてもいいって。
Yeah, she bought them all, huh? Wait, Shiguri-san.
ケーキならお茶はアールグレーにしてもらえる？もちろん温度はぬるめにしてね。はーい、お任せあれ。ご主人様もしぐれちゃんも紅茶でいいよね。私も手伝う。看板猫として初働き。
Whoa!
じゃあ私は外に売り切れ閉店の紙貼ってくるね。
Someone's gonna be like, yeah, a little girl with 4 cat girls went in there. Hey, no, wait, hey, wait a minute. Hey, I said to wait a moment.
妹めはお買い上げサービスにそのくらいのサービスはしてもいいと思うのです。おめえな、豪華賞のやつもなかなかやるじゃねえか。
まさか僕の猫背にケーキワンホール食べれる日が来るなんて。幸せ。僕は今猛烈に幸せだ。
いい香り。やっぱり猫舌にはぬるめよね。お茶受けにアップルパイちょうだい。私焼きたてのアップルパイが食べてみたかったんです。歌唱さん、5章ですからお願いします。ご主人様、シュークリームがもうなくなっちゃいました。し 急増産をお願いします。ご主人、茶葉のストックに手が届かない。
Do what you like, don't mind me. And just like that, half an hour into opening day, and suddenly there was a sold out sign on the door of my bakery. More, please!
ネコパラ。
I'm back!
ご主人様、ご主人様、見てください。すごいんですよ。すごい、めっちゃ可愛い。本当にすごい、本当に。
British baked cake is delicious, so I definitely get where they're coming from. You both look so excited. I had just come back from shopping to find the two of them in really high spirits. I couldn't imagine what changed so drastically in the little time I had been out. Well, maybe they were really getting into that cat toy.
いいから来てください。ほんとすごいんですって。
Yeah, I get that it's amazing, but what exactly is
いい
it?
からこっち。百聞は一見にしかず。見た方が早い。
That's just an empty room. Chocola and Vanilla pulled me towards the empty room. It's gonna be a cat room! Whoa, what the? Woo! We got a little TV. Looks like makeup or something, a little purse. Paris. Apparently cat girls love Paris. Makeup and jewelry, a little fashion purse, bedding. The moment the door was open, there was pink and white spread before my eyes. The colors overflowed from the floor bed dresser and cushions with their antique rose design. There also seemed to be a sweet high-class scent wafting through it. Clearly the room wasn't here before we spread out before my eyes. I immediately started to wonder if I had somehow walked into another dimension.
しぐれちゃんが全部手配してくれたんですよ。すっごい可愛いですよね。不憫に思ったしぐれが用意してくれた。これでご主人もソファーで寝る日々からさよならだ。
Now that you mention it, it has the same feel as your room back home, huh? Found myself greatly confused as I leaned against the wall. I remembered it was one of Shiguri's hobbies to decorate each of the cat girls' rooms to something like this. Because of her traditional parents, Shiguri herself had a relatively normal Japanese style room, so it seemed like she poured all her effort into the rooms instead of her own. Shiguri did also say that she dressed the cat girls according to her own tastes too. All of them except for Maple.
わーい、ベッドふっかふかでいい匂い。めっちゃバインバイン。これならショコラと一緒でも余裕。
Well, Shiguri might have been an education freak. I forgot how much she really did spoil them. Speaking of which, when did your girl have time to set all this up? She must have brought all this in when I was out. That really speaks volumes about her abilities. Well, this is your room, so use it as you wish.
羨ましいですか？
Well, you do have an expensive-looking bed and all.
しぐれがご主人もきっとそう言うだろうから。
Huh?
ご主人様の部屋もお揃いです。
Oh no!
ご主人ベッドも負けず劣らずバインバインのふっかふか。どうですどうです。ご主人様も嬉しいですか？しぐれの兄思いな心にはほんと頭が下がるね。
Shiguri! There was no way I could just throw out all the new things in the room, and so I became burdened with the glorious fantasy princess room. But surprisingly, I slept extremely well, so I didn't complain. Yeah, you could have made it a different color, but it's pink.
ネコパラ。
Bouncy, bouncy, it's so bouncy, meow.
ありがとうございました。 ご来店をお待ちしております。
I'm not a sweets person, but I try not to eat like that, but it's okay to every once in a while to enjoy some cake. Oh, it's his room. I know that second one was his room. It was crazy. I don't eat sweets, but I'm pretty bad about eating healthy sometimes. Sometimes I indulge in the sweetness.
いらっしゃいませ。メニューはこちらになりまして、おすすめ
Well, a
は
little
こ
pink
ちら
won't
の
hurt
看
anyone.
板です。
How many chapters are there? It doesn't say anywhere online. Is Nekopara okay for kids? No. Someone said, when does sexy time start? Oh my gosh. Nowhere does it say. Oh wait, here. I just want to know when to cut it off if I need to make this 2 parts. Ah! No one says. No one's saying how many chapters. NEKOPARA Volume 1 chapters. We'll do that. Wow, there's really no information about this game. Oh! I think there's 8 chapters. Okay, I think I'm on 4. Right? Alright. We'll get through this one. And then I'll do the other 4 chapters on a part 2 stream.
お待たせしました。季節のミルフィーユとチョコモンブランになります。あ、店内でのご飲食でしたらばこちらへどうぞ。お会計はこちらで。ドライアイスはお使いですか？
Alright, maybe I'll take this moment to bake some more sponge cake for the shortcakes. I looked through the window of the bakery floor and saw that the customer traffic had calmed down a bit. Glancing at the clock, I saw that it was almost 3 p.m. It seemed that selling out closing early on opening day actually got us noticed. Thanks to some tweets and blog posts, word of mouth had spread and we were really busy the next day. You could argue that it was just a big coincidence, but this was definitely all because of Shiguri.
ご主人様、フルーツショートケーキがもう少ないです。あとシュークリームも。
Got it, I'll start making more now then.
ご主人、誕生日ケーキのオーダーもらった。注文書ここに入れとく。
Alright, I'll check it later. Think Chocolat and Vanilla are actually able to help out this much. I watched as the two of them quickly and energetically engaged the customers. Chocolat was enthusiastic as always, while Vanilla showed her attention to detail. They greatly contributed to the rising fame of the bakery as Lucille's poster cat girls. They really didn't expect much when I sought their assistance, but they've been a big help. Well, it's about time for a break, huh? This one is almost done anyways. I lightly stretched my neck side to side as I took the ingredients for the next batch and put them in the refrigerator. Good work, you two.
これはご主人様、これは
Ooh,
チーズケ
cheesecake!
ーキになりますか？しかもレアだよ、ショコラ。表面がツヤツヤ。
This is because you two have been working so hard. As requested, here's your reward.
ご主人様、ショコラたちのためだけのレアチーズなんですね。ご主人、優しい。これが労働の喜び。
The eyes of the two cat girls were sparkling as they looked at the rare cheesecake with delight. It was worth to see them happy. I set down the chair and poured hot water into the
バニ
teapot.
ラ、この感動をしぐれちゃんにも分けてあげたいと思うんだよ。でも私たちは携帯とか持ってない。そっか、じゃあ写メできないね。デジカメもない猫には無力。そうだ、カメラがないならスケッチだよ。この感動を絵に残すの。というわけでご主人、私とショコラを描いてほしい。手早めにお願い。
Just hurry up and eat it. Break time is almost over. I calmly urged them as I poured 3 cups of tea. As always, these two cat girls had limitless energy, but I seriously wondered if they were trying to act as silly as they were being.
ではでは、いただきます。
Ah, so cute!
ご主人様の愛を感じます。ショコラは世界一幸せな猫でありますよ。この絶妙な甘さ加減、少しだけレモンの効いた爽やかさ、美味しい。この底のクッキーも、少しビターな味付けが。
I'm glad you two like it. I made some sauce for it too. It'll help you two get it. It'd help if you two could give me some feedback on them.
ショコラの大好きなチョコレートソースがあるじゃにゃいですか。こっちは私の好きなベリーソース、抹茶のパウダーまで。こんな至れり尽くせりでいいのですか？こんな幸せが許されるというのです。美味しい。どれもちゃんとレアチーズと引き立てあって美味しい。ほんと美味しいですよ、ご主人様。本当にプロの味。ご主人超かっこいい。
Well, I'm a beginner, but I can at least do this. They've probably been waiting for an opportunity to praise me, so I suppose it's a good thing. After hearing their requests, I actually secretly did some research on making rare cheesecakes, but I'll leave that as a secret.
ご主人様のご褒美嬉しいにゃ。
Ooh, chocolate sauce on cheesecake? No, yeah, that shit's good. Ugh. And berry sauce on tiramisu? That's good too. Masaru, or, yeah.
褒めてもらった上に美味しくて幸せだにゃ。私たちすごく働いてるからね。ご主人一人じゃ辛かったでしょ。
You're right, you two were a big help. There. I patted both the genuinely happy Chocolat and the proud Vanilla on the head.
ショコラ、ご主人様のためにもっと頑張ります。もっと頑張りますから。ね、バニラ。自分の食いぶち分くらいは働く。居候と言われない程度に。もう素直じゃないんだから。バニラもケーキ屋さん気に入ってるんでしょ？ショコラと一緒に働くの楽しいからね。にゃはは、バニラの方赤いぞ。そんな子はほっぺ ってふにふにしちゃろう。ふにふに。別に八角のほら食べてる最中はダメだってご主人も言って。
My poster cat girls were such adorable little things. I watched them go at it as they poured another cup of tea. I can understand why cat girls make great mascots, though. It's heartwarming and sweet to see them act like such happy sisters. Since you two are helping me with this much, you're going to have to really study hard, right?
勉強？何のですか？ケーキ？へえ。ご主人はもう会長職に引退を決意？
No, you think I'm going to retire a few days after opening? Studying for your qualifications. You two remember what Siguri said, right? Upon hearing my words, their blank expression changed as their eyes began to shine. Yep, you two are working really hard as poster cat girls after all.
ご主人様、それって。
Chocola and Vanilla turned to each other with looks of amazement. Suddenly, they both stood up and bent forward across the table.
それって、ショコラたちがちゃんと役に立ってるってことですか？しっかりお仕事できてるってこと？
Yes, he gave you a cheesecake. Of course, that's what I said, right? You two weren't around, I don't think I'd be able to keep the bakery going. Just like before, I tapped their heads and thanks
シ
again.
ョコラが鈴持ちになったら、ご主人様は喜んでくれますか？
Ah, of course.
看板猫が2匹とも鈴持ちだったら。
Yeah, I'm proud of you two, but as your owner, I want you to have proof that I raised you two well, too. That's why you two should work hard for your own sake as well. I'll also be doing my best alongside you, too. I ruffled their hair. They closed their eyes and smiled even more brightly than before.
はーい。ショコラは頑張ります。めっちゃ頑張りますよ。ご主人様がショコラなしじゃいられないくらいに頑張りますから。鈴、ちゃんと取ったら遊びにも連れてってくれる？
Again.
私、行ってみたいところいっぱいあるからね。
Ah, sure. Whether it's a music park or aquarium, I'll take you two there.
はい、ご主人様と遊園地嬉しい。ショコラは本場のネズミ広告行きたいです。私はオーロラが見たい。月のクレーターでもいい。両方。
Within reason, okay? Are you two listening? The two cats were lost in their own fantasy worlds while their eyes gleamed. I never thought they'd start dreaming of going overseas or even space. A cat girl's dreams obviously weren't something to make light of. They were incredible.
むしろどこでもと言ってくれるなら、ご主人様のお布団の中でいいんですよ。むはー。猫史上初の宇宙到達。いや、いっそのこと、ここはもう火星あたりまで行っちゃうとか。
Hey, break's over, you two. Go get it to it. Go. It was a bit of a struggle to bring Chocola and Bella back to reality after they had traveled so far mentally. What?
NEKOPARA.
How do you do? My name is Chocola. A few days later, on a day off.
鈴持ちの明日への第一歩。準備はいいですか？ショコラ、バニラ。おっす。準備 OK であります。しぐれちゃん先生。おっすおっす。私も OK でありまする。いいですか？鈴持ちに必要とされる条件は、人間の生活の中に猫一匹で溶け込めるか。すべてのテストはこの一言に集約されるのです。はい、福祉。すべてのテストはこの一言に集約されるのです。違います。その前です。その前。試験なら今の罰ですよ。
I guess you could have misunderstood it like that, though. I slipped on some tea in the living room while I watched what the cat girls and Shiguri were doing. On that note, I hadn't realized Shiguri's motherly mode was so intense. I've been with her since she was born, but this is the first time I've seen her like this, including the headband of hers.
カーショーは資格の勉強の仕方を教えてくれなんて頼み事なんかすっからだよ。ここ数日しぐれのテンションがガチ上がりでマジ困ったもんだったぞ。
歌唱様に頼られたことが本当に嬉しかったみたいでね。お店のお休みまで待ちきれない様子で、代わりに私たちが勉強を教えられたりしたよ。
Azuki and Coconut, who had came with Shiguri, nodded their heads as they drank their tea. Looks like Shiguri's been bothering these two without me knowing, huh? I'll give them cakes to take home later. Yep, that should be okay.
いいですか？そもそも単独行動許可証というのはですね、人間界の常識やルールを理解して猫の習性や本能に負けず理性で自分を律した行動ができるか、これを乗り越えた猫こそが本物の猫たりえるのです。そんな、ショコラはまだ本物の猫じゃなかったんだ。まあ猫は猫だからそんなうろたえなくても大丈夫。落ち着いて。バニラ、そんな悠長なことを言っていてはいけませんよ。早く立派な一人前の猫になるという気持ちこそが自立した猫としての大事なことなのです。ショコラもバニラも早く兄様のパートナーになりたいでしょ？
Partners!
ご主人様のパートナーになりたいです。まあとりあえずショコラのパートナーであれば、あとはクビにならない程度に。バニラには覇気が足りねえよな。ボケっとしてマイペースつうか。
ちゃんとやることはやるから、やる気が表面に出ないだけだよ。バリバリバリ。
You two take it pretty easy too, though. I joked back with them as I prepared some more snacks. That's just how hot girls were, though.
人の世では論より証拠と言います。私が口で説明するよりも、まずはあずきのお手本を見せてあげましょう。あずき、長子の猫として松前たちに鈴持ちの猫たる姿を見せてあげなさいな。なんだ、めんどくせえな。あずきちゃん、よろしくお願いします。よろしくね、あずき。では鈴持ちの猫の強靭な意志、兄様もとくとご覧あれ。
With pride, Shiguri reached into Cremona, rummaged around, and pulled something out.
はい、ここに猫まっしぐらな脂の乗り切ったテラッテラの大トロがあります。
Eh? Where did you put that plate of fatty tootie from?
こんなこともあろうかと用意しておいたのです。一言で言えば兄様への愛にございます。
No, I'm asking why you did it. I'm asking where you got it
そ
from.
のような意図小さきことは置いておきまして、
I was completely shot down. I felt like this was more than enough slapstick for now, though. Yep.
普通の猫ならば目の前に大好物を出されたら本能的に飛びついてしまいます。ですがこれをあずきの目の前にぶら下げても、うにゃーはあ、もぐもぐもぐもぐ、あもぐもぐもぐもぐもぐ、そのあず、おにゃにゃにゃにゃにゃにゃ、あちょ、あずき、ご本、今のは悪い例です。
Ah, so there are punishments
ココ
then.
ナッツ、耐久猫じゃらし。ココナッツ、準備はいい？
お任せください。
いきます。兄様、よくご覧くださいね。
This will be more useful for Coconut and Vanilla than me.
頼みますよ、ココナッツ。
She's not listening at all. Well, so as long as Coconut and Vanilla are watching, that should be okay.
せい。おお、さすがココちゃん、すごい。全く気にする素振りすらない。
この程度褒めてもらうほどのことでもないよ。この程度のことしぐれ様の猫として当然だし、こんなの何時間でも続けられ。
どうしたのココちゃん。
Who's making this fly sound?
したね。猫だからしょうがないとはいえ。
Are you alright? The cat girls are at home. The cat girls at home are like that?
一応、あずきもココナツも、試験にはほぼ満点で合格し。
Those two couldn't act independently at all. Why couldn't I control myself all the time?
ネコパラ。兄様、今度こそは何の問題もございません。大船に乗った気持ちでお任せください。はーい。面倒だけど、来てあげたわよ。こんにちは、歌唱さん。微力ながらお力添えに参りました。
Sorry to make you come all the way out here. Maybe maple cinnamon.
ほんとよね。私が来てあげたんだから感謝してよ。かわいい妹たちのためですから。メイプルとシナモンにはペーパーテストの方を見てもらおうと思います。
Written exam, so this mean we're done with actual training for today?
おっす、勉強も頑張ります。先生たちよろしくお願いします。おっす、よろしくお願いします。
There was no point in even making a joke here. Yeah, I got that. Well, considering what happened earlier, things should be alright from here out, probably.
では、あとは若い猫たちに任せて。私たちは兄弟水入らずのお茶としましょうか。
Huh? Is this what studying for a written exam is supposed to be like?
先生が何人いても仕方ないですからね。鮮度を多くして。あ、そうそう。私が作りました特徴はぎをお持ちしたのです。あと、良い茶葉も手に入りましたので、台所をお借りいたしますね。
Well, even if she was like this, she did help 4 of them pass the exam. In any case, I said nothing and continued to watch them.
基本は、ロシア文字って出る口ね。これ、覚えとくと結構使えるから。すっごー！メイプルちゃんすっごいよ！マスター！顔文字マスターだよ！かっこいい！ショコラは本当にいいリアクションするわね。でも、この程度で驚いててどうするの？うわー！かわいい！これ超かわいい！これ何？これ何なの？バニラちゃん、心の準備は、お花はね、おしべとめしべっていうのがおしべと愛し合ってぐちょぐちょになると赤ちゃんがね。シナモン、発情してないでちゃんと教えて。発情にゃんで、私これでも鈴持ちのお姉ちゃん、こんな理科の教科書くらいで。お姉ちゃん、不甲斐ない。いやー、ダメ、その目で私を見ちゃら。
Just what are they up to
一
now?
般常識と小学生くらいの学力は必要とされますから、最近は猫を使った犯罪もあったりしますしね。人間界の一般教養が必要なのです。
To me, it looks like they're only playing with the phone app and reading strange books.
兄様、こちらのきなこのやつも美味しいですよ。
I continued to watch the study session as I took the onegai Saguri handed me. They absolutely weren't studying. I really did not think this was studying in the slightest. At the very least, it seemed fundamentally different from the sort of studying I knew. I started to wonder if leaving this up to her was really a good idea.
ほら、兄様見てください。このスタンプ、可愛くないですか？試しにしぐれが作ってみたのですが、それなりに結構人気あるんですよ。
Oh, those are cute. Huh? Chocola and Vamlet and our bakery uniforms. On the screen were super deformed images of Chocola and Vamlet. There were some of them holding signs or sleeping, but all of them did seem quite cute. I didn't really know much about Lime though, but it definitely was true that a mascot character they could sell. You always had many strange talents, haven't you?
陰ながら少しでも兄様のお店を広められればと思いまして。兄様はお菓子作りの際はあっても、そういう商売気質ではありませんからね。
Shigeru had always been really knowledgeable about the internet. It was true, I did find our sudden increase in customers on our second day mysterious. Now it made sense to me why a lot of customers said that they heard about us on the internet and on Twitter.
これも
This is also
妹
part
目
of
の
your
愛
little
にご
sister's
ざい
love.
ます。
Oh.
褒めてくださいますか？
Yeah, thanks for your help. I really appreciate it. Bat pat.
しぐれは兄様になでなでしてもらうのが大好きです。
Shiguri just wants to be treated like a cat girl too. With pampered voice, Shiguri closed her eyes and smiled happily. It was really a big help to have a little sister who was quick on the uptake. To show my gratitude to this small central figure, I rubbed her head.
まあ、困った時はだいたい110に電話すれば大丈夫らしいわよ。ちなみに命が危ないっぽい時は119ね。メイプルちゃん、スマホが明日は雨だって言ってる。ジメジメするって。虫がね、精子を花粉を運ぶの。花粉だからね。それでめしべのね、あそこに虫が代わりにエッチするの？代理エッチ？にゃー、エッチとか恥ずかしいこと言っちゃダメ。人の女の子はバニラちゃんがそんなこと言うなんて。シナモン、潤っちゃう。シナモンよだれがパない。ふきふき。
So I have to ask this, but is having a bell really a good enough qualification for cat girls to go out by
我
themselves?
が家の猫たちは皆優秀な猫たちです。猫たちの反省会は私がやっておきますゆえ。そしてこんなこともあろうかと、ここに鈴マニュアル、トニー様もショコラとバニラの飼い主としてこちらを読んで頑張ってくださいませ。
As their owner, I'll do my best. She was expecting this. Even I was suckered into thinking she was just playing around. I went back to watching the cat girls dead in study session. No, if it gets any more pollinated, it's gonna get wet. Meow. Alright, all that's left is the filling for apple pie. I remembered as I ran my finger down the prep sheet to confirm. I looked at the clock and saw that it was past 9 o'clock. Although studying for the bell exam took up my time, I still had enough energy to do preparations on a day off.
ご主人様、ご主人様。ついに私たちは猫の限界を超えた。
You sure got there
これ
quickly.
はご主人様への愛ゆえでございます。
You don't need to mimic Shiguri. Shiguri and the others were gone, but it hadn't been more than 2 hours since they started their independent study. Suppose they were now able to do multiplications or something.
ご主人の今の顔、私たちが割り算を覚えた程度だと思って。
Close. I didn't get that far. I stayed silent so as not to dampen their spirit.
ご主人様、ちょっと喉をゴロゴロしてください。ショコラは猫の喜びをポーカーフェイスで我慢してみせますよ。
Like this? Rub, rub,
ゴロゴロ
rub.
ゴロゴロ。
Well, that didn't work.
いやいや、しょうがないじゃないですか。大好きなご主人様ですもん。誰にでもゴロゴロ言う安い猫だと思わないでください。ショコラ、喉元なでなで。ゴロゴロゴロゴロゴロ。
That didn't work at all. She did that even with vanilla. What exactly is she trying to show off to me?
じゃあバニラだってやってみてよ。できるの？私は余裕に決まってる。カモンご主人、好きにしてごらん。
Okay, how about like this? Rub, rub, rub. Rub, rub, rub.
見てご主人様、バニラの尻尾、ペンをつく勢いでピーン。バニラ目ちっち それは言うなればショコラが近くにいるか。
You'd probably be near her during the test too, you know. I couldn't shake the fact that this was an excuse out for her. Given Vanella's quietness, she was honestly trying not to lose to Chocola.
今のはたまたま失敗しただけなんです。他のテストも試してみてください。そう、他のは全て合格ラインだからだ。この猫殺しのテスト項目全部試してくれればいいと思う。
From this list, huh? I scanned over the questions from the previous tests in the cheat sheets. There were really a lot of questions about various catgirl behaviors. Okay, why don't we go in order from the top then?
任せてください。ご主人様の猫ですから。Don't worry.
Okay then. Resisting sniffing test failed. By the way, what these fingers touched earlier was blue cheese. Okay, you failed the phlegm response test as well. Okay, next. Fapping the face test also failed. Feather lure test failed.
苦しゅない。またダメさいか。脳髄がとろけるこの感じか。
Catnip test also failed.
バニラアウトにあって。すべてがどうでもいい。
Their first time on catnip and they're basically little drunks. Well, will they really be fine after all this? Well, it's the first day anyways. I'll just leave it at that, yeah. Come on, if you're gonna sleep, do it in your own bed.
ベッドなんてご主人様のエッチ。私たちをこんなに酔わせてどうする。
You two really are a pain. Come on, let's go. I've got a grip on you, so stand up.
ご主人様。猫づかみは。
It's not good at all. I can't help feel this is bad. I thought about this to carry the two drunken cat girls to their bed. After that, I threw myself completely into reading those cheat sheets. What happened to us? We were asleep in our pajamas. When we came to, it was already late at night. This must be a new stand attack. Oh, welcome home, you two. Any problems with delivery or payment?
もちろんです。バッチリ完璧なデリバリーでした。無事、任務達成。パーフェクト。
We cleared chapter 4! That's what just popped up here. Alright. So, we'll save. Save there. We're on chapter 5. Save it here. Here. Okay. We'll exit. Alright. This was fun. I enjoyed cosplaying. Yan. I will see y'all next week. And I will probably do part 2. I probably won't be in cosplay though. I might do my makeup. We will see. But only for NEKOPARA, because it's a cat game. Alright.